Hi there. Happy New Year. Am I crazy or does it feel like Christmas just kind of never ends, right? Like it starts way too fucking early and then nobody takes down their decorations and something about January. There's just really nothing going on in January where, you know, it just feels like it's Christmas. Christmas is kind of taken over and all that merriment, all that cheer, all that fun. Kind of need to drop some sort of chaos and mayhem into it. It's a little annoying, quite frankly. So the war on Christmas, Podawful's war on Christmas continues. See, here's the thing. All right, let me explain something. I love Halloween. And unfortunately, internet Tumblr witches are ruining it by calling it spooky season, right? Now, the mascot of Halloween and of chaos around Halloween has been Joker guys for many years now. The Earth's Jokers. We've got these guys that got green hair. They got a big evil smile. They're laughing and cackling and planning maniacal bad things. Obviously, Joker guys are goons of Podawful. Then something happened. An incredible, unforeseen event took place. Joker 2 came out and bombed bad. Now Joker guys are kind of over. It's almost done. And they tried to replace, you know, there's other types of guys. There's Deadpool guys and there's, believe it or not, Willy Wonka guys. I call that one. That is a thing, Willy Wonka guys. But Joker guys were where it was at. And then Christmas kept encroaching. Then Joker 2 bombed. Now Joker guys are kind of over with. It's almost gone. So I was thinking about this ever since Halloween. I was thinking, what do you do? How do you fight back against this evil Christmas spirit? And I came up with something. I thought of something, and it's kind of incredible. Now, a few weeks back, I called this. I said, Grinch guys are the new thing. Green hair, evil plans, big creepy smile. It's all there on the paper. Check this out. This is incredible. Joker guys are done. Grinch guys are officially in. You've got Grinch guys flying into neighborhoods at this point. People are dressing up as the Grinch, going outside. They're doing the entire act. Ladies and gentlemen, everything is now a purposeful inversion of beauty and purpose. You see, no more Santa Claus. It's genius. The Grinch wears a Santa outfit. It's perfect. The perfect replacement. You get all the Santa with all the evil. The Grinch is Santa Claus for atheists. It's almost too perfect. It's like Reddit Christmas. It's a way of getting to say fuck Christmas while still getting to wear the Santa hat. It's getting to be childish and impetulant. It's beyond being a Scrooge and simply not caring about Christmas. No, you get to actively seek and destroy Christmas without destroying the least important part. The part that the Reddit atheists love the most. The commercialization. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new world. A world where the cringe of the Grinch is stealing Christmas. And yeah, it's January and we're still talking about this. This is Podawful.
You are all cult members according to the people outside.
to the moon base. It's me, your host, Jesse P.S. Welcome, cult members, to Podawful. Welcome, henchmen. Welcome, goons. Welcome, everyone. We are now doing daily live streams. We got a lot of catching up to do. Obviously, we missed a lot of stuff. I've been planning and thinking about this Grinch stuff now for over 2 months, basically. This Grinch thing has really got me. It's really insane. We are live as we are. Happy to be here, by the way. We're live as we are every single day now. Every day at whatever time I feel like and whatever seems to make sense to me for right now until we decide a real schedule over at podawful.tv. We got the live chat room going on right now. What are people saying? Slow zoom, moonbase looks great. Beware. Thank you very much. It's beautiful. They're saying in the chat room. By the way, we also have, and this is almost too insane. This is almost too disgusting, really. We also have co-hosting with me right now. We've got Dirk. Hi, Dirk.
Hi, Jesse.
Hello. So it's not going to be a bunch of people on Discord all ruining everything, but I will have a little somebody to sort of sound off on and play around here with. And look at this man's little bald head. Look at that.
Hello.
Okay. Hello.
Are we doing? Oh, are we still doing the testing thing?
What do you? No, we're not testing. You can stop doing it. We ran a test stream last night and we were testing some stuff. So anyway, Dirk is here. And by the way, any man servants can join in. If you'd like to call into the program, join our Discord, podawful.com/cult. Jump in the call in channel and you can call in too. Because here's the thing. I would like to hear people's interactions with Grinch guys. I have a feeling more people this year have had interactions with Grinch guys than any previous holiday season. Am I crazy? Doesn't it kind of feel like Christmas just never fucking ends?
My little sister's really into it all of a sudden. It just happened out of nowhere. And her friend's really into it too. I'm like, what the hell is this? Why is the Grinch popular again?
Yeah, what? Okay, well, I have the answer. See, isn't this incredible?
Mm-hmm.
I know the answer. So call in podawful.com/cult and we will drag you on air and get you in here. And I would love to hear any Grinch stuff you got from this year. This has been an incredible thing. Here's the thing. Here's how it started for me last year. Before Halloween, while they still had Halloween decorations on sale. And this is an old fucking thought, by the way. I just want to be clear. This is like, the whole idea of Christmas is getting, oh boy, by September now, you hear about Christmas. They're selling Christmas stuff in the stores. I'm not, obviously. But this is what's crazy, is they started selling Grinch stuff. So now they're putting the thought in your head, fucking 4 months before Christmas, to hate Christmas, which is kind of incredible. As a Halloween guy, as somebody who loves Halloween, I am like I see the Grinch stuff. I'm of two minds. Number one, the Grinch is always wearing his Santa outfit. It's never just the Grinch nude, in his full nudicity, showing off everything God gave him, the appropriate different little bits and tackle and things he's got going on. It's never just your natural illustrated Grinch. It's always Santa Grinch. And there's a reason for this. Now, part of me loves the idea that they're kind of selling hatred of Christmas. I've never really been that into Christmas to begin with. I think it's gay. And I think it's very funny that Reddit atheists are destroying Christmas. But they're also, the problem with it is the Reddit atheists are also destroying Halloween, my favorite sacred holiday, the holiday of Podawful, a holiday, they call it Mischief Night. I mean, it's perfect for me. So when I see these Grinches on the shelves pre-Halloween, I go, is this good or bad? And you know what? I decided to embrace it. Because the thing I've realized is, Dirk, is in the Grinch, this is what everybody always forgets. In the Grinch, his heart, if you recall, grew 3 sizes that day. Remember?
Yeah.
And
I remember.
He became an actual Christmas guy. And he loved Christmas. He loved the Who's. He was invited in to the family. You know,
cut the turkey or whatever.
The roast beast. He carved the roast beast, Dirk. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I kind of think that people are purposely forgetting. You know, it's kind of like the Joker. The Joker is the bad guy. The Joker goes to jail at the end of the Batman story, but everybody forgets that part and they go, I like the part where he stabs people with a pencil. And which is fun. I get it. But you've got guys like the Santa Cruz Joker. It's getting a little bit boring. You've got the Joker baby. You've got, and this is the craziest fucking part, you've got P. Diddy. P. Diddy getting in on the Joker action. Just in case you forgot, take a look at this. Here's Diddy as the Joker. This is why they arrested him, by the way. This is actually P. Diddy. He's dropping grenades in public.
What the?
He's getting into.
You, nigga. Yeah, him.
He's getting into black guy scrapes with other black guys.
Just
you know?
You're a clown! What's up, baby? What's up, baby? What's up? You don't like me? You motherfucking get to it, nigga.
That's not something the Joker should ever say.
You motherfucking front, get to it, bitch. Don't fucking play with me on Halloween. I'm out here with love, nigga. You wanna have love? What up, then, nigga? What's up? Fucking come out here and I'll bust your shit.
Wow. Imagine. So you can now quote the Joker as having saying, I'm coming out here with love, nigga. That's an official Joker.
Hey, keep it pimping.
Powerful.
Never talk to me like that, nigga. I'm love, nigga.
Who is giving this man a flamethrower? This is insane. And by the way, Elon Musk. Isn't that an Elon Musk flamethrower? Isn't that one of the... doesn't he sell flamethrowers or something? So you need to look into this. Musk has been with Ghislaine. He's been with Diddy. They've locked him up. And this was... I know there's going to be people out there who think this is some sort of like CIA sort of... They set him up with this Joker thing right before busting him on purpose so that they would, you know, they want this out there before
for the Joker 2, really.
If this had been Joker 2, more people would have fucking seen it. It would have. This involves P. Diddy involves slightly less rape of a guy than the movie Joker 2. So that's an interesting just little tidbit there, you know. And it's Diddy. That could be a real gun he's carrying around. You don't know.
Hey, hold on. I don't think that you heard me. You smell like Kim Kardashian.
That's Tyler the creator. This isn't the whole video. That's Tyler the creator in that truck, and Diddy tries to open up the truck and get in there and murder him. He chases after him and stuff. Okay, so Joker is kind of over. I think it's official to say you can't really top. I mean, this would be like uncovering that, you know, Epstein's got videos out there where he was dressing up as Willy Wonka, going around doing Johnny Depp impressions and things like that, wearing a top hat and stuff. Which Willy Wonka also should have probably, just the guy, Willy Wonka, should have been investigated, inviting children to come die in his factory filled with bizarre slave labor. The heroes of Reddit, you know, these guys, they all like to emulate. They're people, you know, like a normal guy's literally me character is like somebody Ryan Gosling played in a movie. Pick one. Yeah, even that one. Oh yeah, definitely the one you're thinking of right now. If I know my audience, I know the Ryan Gosling character they're all thinking of right now, and it's the Nazi. But the point is, a normal guy
I was going to say the Barbie character.
Or Ken. A lot of you guys are Ken up for me. But a lot of people out there, they go, oh, a literally me character, a cool guy in a movie. And then a Reddit guy in his head goes, who's a murderer and a rapist? Because I would like to pretend to be them in real life. And I would like to dress up as them all the time. So Halloween, though, kind of contains these people. Halloween is this nice, safe place for them to hang out and it gives them the excuse to put on the costume. It gives them the free reign they need. Typically, other than a Santa Claus outfit, a man does not wear a costume on Christmas, but now we have the Grinch. And I have something incredible for you. Okay? I've got something you've never seen before.
I got excited, very excited to see all of this.
Actually, do we want to finish there's a lot of Diddy videos.
I know.
Like, you kind of want to finish the Diddy.
I'm entertained by it.
All right, let's watch. But I have a Grinch guy. Okay? Grinch guys are officially a thing. And this video is going to floor you. Let's enjoy a little bit more Diddy as a treat.
It's going to be a glorious night when you go to the Tower of the Creator. Let's go.
He's doing a whole photo shoot. This is like you're not supposed to see this stuff. This is a thing where you're an old man, you pass away peacefully, your whole family standing around you holding hands. They watch as the little thing goes beep, boop, boop, and you flatline. Everybody is sad, but they're at peace knowing that you finally feel better. You're free of pain. They bury you. And then your son goes through your belongings in the attic and he finds these photos of you as the Joker laying on the hood of a cop car that you took with all your gay little butt buddy black boy best friends. You brought out your own fog machine for the event, apparently, just to enjoy. And he quietly sets them on fire. It's winter. It actually is Christmas when he discovers these. He's going through your stuff. He's having this heartfelt moment, these cherished memories. He finds your horrible secret. The fire is raging. There's chestnuts over it. And he throws them into the fire. And your legacy is safe. It's intact for the rest of time. Now, though, that's what used to happen. Now there's the internet. And everything is forever. And also everything is posted. You're not allowed to have a secret. This is transvestism. This is when you're, and by the way, he is wearing a vest. So when you dress up as a guy because you just can't contain yourself, that's gender dysphoria going on in your heads. And of course, we love and respect the trans community. So in a way, it's almost trans face when you put on the Joker makeup, because what you're saying is that you can just put on a big layer of thick lipstick and foundation and you're the same as a trans person. I don't think so.
Podawful one.
I didn't mean to press that. So this is like a terrifying, creepy thing to be doing in real life.
And gay.
Well, okay. Now, nobody's accusing Diddy of being gay.
When I speak to you, you'll speak back. Don't be rude.
He went to a Meineke muffler shop just to create chaos and mayhem. I mean, this is incredible stuff. How is this not a henchman? How is Diddy not a henchman? He's just out there doing the works of Podawful.
Tonight. It's going to be a special night.
Now, here's the most incredible part. Diddy is like, whenever you see the celebrities doing costumes, they're incredible. These guys are so good because they have money. They know like professional movie grade costume and makeup people. Diddy went the extra mile. Now, he didn't shave. He is sort of doing a Cesar Romero style Joker where you can see the mustache and beard through everything. It's actually affecting his scars. You want to know how I got these scars? I didn't shave before applying my prosthetics. So the incredible part, though, is in Diddy's head, he's not, and this is like an amazing thing for race relations, by the way. In Diddy's head, he says to himself, I'm not Black Joker. That's too easy. So many black dudes. You know, Diddy's like OJ. I'm not black, I'm OJ. He's beyond race. He's that rich, that powerful, that booty butt black boyfriend connected that in his mind, I'm not going to go out there and be Black Joker. I want to be Heath Ledger Joker. So he got his makeup guy to do white people's skin paint on his neck. I know it's hard to see in these clips, and of course it's coming off of him at certain parts, but when you watch this video all the way through, if you don't know it's Diddy, you don't know it's Diddy. You don't know it could be a Diddy. You know?
He don't even look black.
He don't even look black. He ain't got the skin his mama gave him. He went to the trouble of covering up that he's a black guy. And by the way, that's a technology that is not often used. You know, I know that white people have been committing crimes as black people for years now, using black guy latex masks. In fact, all of the crime statistics are off because it's white people doing it while wearing our technology masks. But Diddy is finally doing a little bit of Uno reverse racism on us. He went white guy neck, not white neck, not matching the Joker neck. It's a peach, you know, it looks like fucking Dirk under there. It's horrifying. Look at this.
See it?
Yeah, exactly. Actually, you do have a just white neck. Has anybody ever told you, Dirk, that you have a very chokeable neck?
No.
Really? Yeah, no, somebody could get in there and really give you, like, ring you out, give you a good time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You offer it?
Okay. Anyway.
Everybody's so serious, but we're about to go to club law.
See, all right. See, the makeup, hang on a second. The makeup is washing off here, but take a really close look at this and you can see that like patch of white guy's skin there. That is, he really did go to the trouble, but he's been out all night doing Joker madcap antics and so, you know, zany, wacky stuff. He's putting a giant penny on the top of the Empire State Building.
Club law.
He made his teeth yellow. He went to the fucking trouble of making his teeth have like horrific yellow stains on them.
Okay.
I mean, he cares. This is a guy who cares. You know, Santa Cruz Joker, he just has yellow teeth by being a disgusting big fat smoker guy. Diddy Joker went all the way with this.
Dude. He took away his black card, basically.
Oh, yeah. Well, what do you think? That's how they got him. That's how they finally got it. Diddy was allowed to get away with it for so long because, you know, black people are cool. Because we just think they're just so cool. They love shoes and getting their hair done and dressing well. You know, they're women. So women are allowed to get away with anything. It's called the pussy pass. So as long as you're a black guy and rich, you're basically a white woman. Same status. And so Diddy was allowed to get away with it. Then he goes and does something as gay as this. And the police go, okay, look, I know we've been letting him fuck, you know, Lil Romeo and Bow Wow and Justin Bieber, every little twink under the sun. But did you see the Joker video? This guy's got to go.
You gotta stand home. You know the Joker don't play that, baby.
Damn. The Joker in living color. The fucking serious music too. This is crazy. Look at this crowd. They're like, yeah, the Joker Diddy has his own henchman as well, which is amazing.
I saw that.
He
yeah,
forced
cool.
other dudes to wear the henchman clown outfits. But you can see in the crowd here, people are like filming him and watching it. They're not liking it. They're not enjoying it. They cannot believe their eyes right now. Obviously, look, it would be crazy if Diddy was doing anything, you know? Typically, if you're in the crowd and Diddy stands up and starts saying something, you go, oh, it's a celebrity. So you go, oh my God. And then 2 seconds later, you're covered in gallons of lube and you don't even know what to do. You freeze in place like a fucking mosquito in amber. Look, this gay guy right here, this is one of his booty butt buddies. And even he's like, I can't believe what I'm seeing right now. This is insane. Girls are going to dance with girls and guys. What?
Jada Boom, let's go!
He hired a cop car to do a photo shoot. Oh, see, there you go. There you go. There's Tyler, the creator. So he's going to try. Look, Tyler, the creator, is the one that got away. And, you know, Tyler, I think it turns out he's a gay guy. Like he came out as bi or something, or I don't know. He only fucks when you're wearing a balaclava. And if you wear tube socks up to your fucking kneecaps, he thinks you're hot. Doesn't matter what gender you are. There's something going on. He got a little sweetness in him, you know. He likes to wear an earring. So you would think he would be Diddy's type, but unfortunately, you know, Tyler.
What, a black guy?
Right. So unfortunately, Tyler was like 17 or whatever, right? When he became famous, and you know, Diddy was sitting there licking his big ass. He's sitting there going, I got to get me that odd future. Ooh, I'm going to make it an even future when I'm done with him. And he's putting on his Joker makeup. He's applying his, that's a prosthetic too, the hair. Obviously, that's not fucking Diddy's hair. So he's putting that on. He's spirit gumming that on his head, thinking about Tyler, the creator. And unfortunately, I don't know how, Tyler escaped Diddy's wrath that entire time. So this has been a long time coming for him.
Where in the world? He looks beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, you like it. This is top tier. Get out of the car.
See, he's trying to get in. He's like pulling the handle, pointing his gun at Tyler.
Man, you got a problem?
Keep that shit macking, man.
You really taking over my energy?
He wanna hurt you.
So what did I do to you?
For this crowd. Don't do it for this crowd. Don't do it for this crowd.
Do you know who I am?
I'm the Joker, baby. So that's okay. You get it. There you go. The Joker. P. Diddy.
Every fucking day, I have to put up with this shit. Every single day. And it is maddening!
Okay, yeah. That's got to be crazy. Oh, by the way, before we get into the Grinch thing, happy Jan 6th, everybody. I almost completely forgot there for a second.
Peace hook?
What's that?
You got your peace hook?
Oh, you know. Do I got peace? You know I got peace hooks. Come on. I got peace hooks at the wazoo. What do you think that is? Anyway, so Jan 6th, of course, a solemn day, the worst terrorist attack in human history, a day which will not be pardoned and never be. Oh, wait, Trump's president now? Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see what happens when it comes to that. But obviously, Ashley Babbitt, one of the worst terrorists to ever walk foot in America. The idea, you know, when the 9/11 terrorists, when they took over those planes, it's hard to imagine. It's hard to think about because the 9/11 terrorists were walking around amongst us I know we have this thing called domestic terrorism, which are, the guys that look like Diddy's neck walking around going, I wish that my country looked the way I remember from when I was a kid. That's a terrorist, right? Then you got Ashley Babbitt, and you got the 9/11 hijackers, and they're walking around. They were amongst us the whole time, and nobody knew until that fateful day. Ashley Babbitt, she had a job, she had a life, she had a family, she had parents who all lived in America, and none of them knew, not a coworker, nobody, that she was planning to try to murder every single congressman and senator all on Jan 6th. And that was 4 years ago now. Incredible to think about. And luckily, our heroes, the boys in blue, they saw her. The smoke was filling up the Capitol building that day. Gunfire everywhere. Ashley Babbitt was armed to the teeth. She was actually dressed as the Joker. She had thrown a grenade inside the Senate chambers. She was blasting everybody. And one lone hero took out his sniper rifle and put a permanent end to that terrorist. He shot her straight between the eyes, a perfect headshot. Her viscera, her brain matter exploded upon the terrorists behind her. And for that single moment, that solemn, solitary moment in that dark and dreadful day, there was finally a small beam of light. And of course, it was shining directly through the newly placed hole in her skull. And we thank the hero who did that. I don't remember the man's name. And unfortunately, that's the kind of world we live in, where we remember the terrorist names, but we don't remember the heroes. People, today, on a day like Jan 6th, I want you to remember the heroes. Now, that doesn't mean that we should forget those who were in charge. Those who did the bad things. Those who hurt our nation permanently. A dark, dark scar on America's heart. And of course, who were the ringleaders? Well, for starters, Nick Fuentes, who is still free. Now, the CIA did attempt to finally take down Nick Fuentes a couple weeks ago. If you'll recall, Dirk went to Nick Fuentes' house. This is the guy. Yeah. This is the one right here. And he wore a mask. Here's his real human face now. This is Dirk. So, Dirk, you went to his house. Now, an interesting thing took place on that fateful day because you didn't know it at the time. I didn't know it at the time. And I didn't tell you to go to his house. We did a whole episode about this. The last episode of the show was all about this. But you went to his house wearing a balaclava on the same day that a man supposedly showed up and tried to enter his home and murder him. He tried to murder Nick Fuentes. Now, what happened with that exactly? You were trying to scare Nick and you wanted him dead?
No. I just wanted him to know his body, my choice.
Right. So we wanted to do a little joke. Just a simple, everyday kind of prank where you show up to a guy's house wearing a mask, holding a sign, insinuating that you are in fact in charge of his human body. Normal kind of thing to do. Unfortunately, again, a gunman had showed up. Now, here's the thing. I did the last episode. I was very apologetic about this because I couldn't believe the timing. And I thought, we didn't intend for that to happen by any means, obviously. It was insane. It was funny. I don't regret it, but it was very optically poorly timed. And I want to do an addendum to that episode right now. Let me just start by saying, number one, I am no longer sorry. Nick Fuentes deserved us showing up. And furthermore, he didn't have a gunman show up to his home. Now, I know what you're thinking. You've seen video of it. Of course he did. That was not a gunman. That was Nick Fuentes' boyfriend.
Is this a cult if I ever heard one? Yes, it is. It's a cult. I mean, it's the cult of cult.
Support the show. Join the Pizza Fund. Podawful.pizza.
Pizza.
Podawful.pizza.
Oh, in the chat room, Chris says, can't wait to hear about this story arc. Oh, well, then go back and watch the last episode of Podawful for sure. It's all about this entire incident. But let me just be clear here. The guy who showed up to Nick Fuentes' house, number one, it came out after that, and we haven't heard any new info. It's been weeks, and there's no new info. There's nothing on why he did it. Here's what happened. The guy who showed up to his house, before he showed up to Nick's house, had murdered 3 people. He knew one of those people. We unfortunately misreported last time that this was like a family annihilation sort of thing. No, it turns out one of the people he murdered was a former roommate or something of his, or a friend. And then the other 2 people were just that guy's sister and mom. Now, terrible, horrible tragedy. I feel really, really, really bad for the victims. Nick Fuentes is not a victim. You wouldn't know it by looking at his Twitter timeline. You would think that only a gay guy, only one of the Earth's most femme sort of little, I mean, you've seen the pictures, you know about the Catboy Ranch. Listen, Nick Fuentes has made it all about him. I can't believe a man showed up to my door with a crossbow and a gun, and he wanted to murder me. He showed up to these other people's door and murdered them. When he got to Nick Fuentes' house, he just respected his lock. He went around to the back. There's video. He tries to go into the back door. It's locked. He goes, never mind, and gave up. After that, he goes to a neighbor's house, a neighbor of Nick. By the way, he's Nick's neighbor. He lives 10 minutes down the street from Nick. Nick tries to make this big deal about the guy drove 2.5 hours. And you're going to say, I wasn't targeted? Yep. You know why? Because the guy lives 10 minutes away from Nick. The guy traveled 2.5 hours to go murder those 3 people, then traveled 2.5 hours back to essentially the street that he fucking lives on. Now we find out that, he goes into the neighbor's house and he shoots their dogs, and then he shoots at the cops, and then he gets shot and he's dead now, right? And so we'll never know. We'll never know what happened. Come to find out, the guy is a thin, twinky white boy who went to Catholic school. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a fucking groiper. Are you fucking kidding me? That's a groiper. That's one of Nick's little black booty butt boys.
It could be an ex. He's just mad at him.
Look, there's like 3 options for who this is, okay? This is Nick's ex-boyfriend, and he was looking for a place to hide out after murdering. This is a groiper who, by the way, groipers all pledged to kill, rape, and die for Nick Fuentes. That's a real thing that Nick Fuentes made them all pledge to do. So, of course, he's going to go to Nick's place after he's killed for Nick. He killed for Nick. Okay? That's option number 2. And the big thing, I think the big piece of proof on all of this, I didn't realize it. You know, I noticed it during the episode, and I think I even say something kind of about it, but it didn't. The wheels weren't spinning mid-show for me to do the math on this. Nick has made a big deal about the fact that the guy definitely knew that Nick lived at the house, because the guy on video, he goes, "Yo, Nick. Yo, Nick. Really? Because here's the thing, Dirk, you were at his house.
Yeah.
What was all over the front porch of his house?
Mail.
Unopened Amazon packages. His mailbox overflowing with mail. Mm-hmm. What did the guy do right before he says, yo, Nick? He looks at the mail. Now, here's the thing. I've seen Groypers, and this is a retarded point to try to make. I saw a Groyper say, well, the mail would have said Nicholas, but he said Nick. It's like a normal person can do the math, the Nicholas math, the Nick to Nicholas pipeline math on that. But forget about
I could do that.
Forget about that. I realized something. I think I'm the only person who's said this. There's a reason he's not opening these packages. He's not opening the packages because Nick Fuentes did not order those packages. Nick Fuentes was getting slaw bombed by people who hate him. Not me, but people were sending him, they're sending him cow feces and flies and roaches and, mouse droppings, whatever you can send through the mail. People are sending because he got doxxed. Everybody knows where he lives, right? So
that's how I found his place with all the mail.
Exactly. So the mail is piling up because he's not wanting to open it. Now, if you hate Nick Fuentes and you want to send him a hate package, do you put Nicholas Fuentes on the package or do you put Nick? The packages said Nick on them, ladies and gentlemen. So option number 3, the guy didn't even know who the fuck Nick was. Random house. He lives, again, 10 minutes away. He went to a random house. It just happened to be Nick Fuentes. He tried to get in. He respected the lock. Then he tries to get into the neighbor's house. And we don't know. Nick claims the guy pulled up right in front of my house and parked and then came straight to my... You don't know that. You don't know that he didn't try 50 houses on the way. The timing, it was 2.5 hours. The timing means he had to have done... Bullshit. You don't know. We only know what's on Nick's cameras. So I take back half of the things I said in the last episode of the show. It's been a real discovery what's going on with all this. The dude, the gunman looked exactly like Teddy Feezer. I mean, the exact same physiognomy. The only difference is Teddy Feezer is fucking bald. So,
not a bad thing.
So we're calling out Nick Fuentes. It's Jan 6. We're calling out Nick Fuentes. Nick Fuentes got his own booty butt boy to come to his house after murdering people on his behalf. That's his boyfriend. That we're just calling it now. And if it's not his boyfriend, the guy didn't even know who Nick Fuentes was. Those are the only really 2 or 3 options on the table. This dude was not interested in killing Nick. You know why? Because he could have just gone bang, 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 bang through the fucking wall and Nick would be dead. The window, Nick was sitting right inside the window, right where he's standing. He could have put the gun up like this and gone bang. And that's it. No more Nick Fuentes. And that's exactly what happened to Ashley Babbitt on Jan 6. Why not Nick Fuentes? Now, I'm not saying he should be killed. What I'm saying is he needs to be brought to justice. He was one of the masterminds behind Jan 6. Then, of course, you've got Ray Epps, one of the masterminds behind Jan 6. And finally, you have a guy named Charles Howell. And so today on Jan 6, we remember Charles Howell's horrifying masterminding of the entire thing. Ladies and gentlemen, take a look at this. If you've never seen this before, this might be exclusive video. The mastermind.
Not afraid. Not a fucking afraid. I am a mastermind of the January 6th insurrection at the United States Capitol. Come and get me, nigger. Come and get me, nigger. Come and get me, nigger. Okay? I orchestrated it all. I'm the fucking puppet master. Come and get me, nigger. Come and get me, nigger.
So, happy Jan 6, everybody. It's really an insane world that we have to deal with here. And unfortunately, it's scary, scary times. Okay, Dirk, you want to see some Grinch stuff?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, well, I have the worst video that's ever existed in human history here for you. Again, if you want to call in, you can join the call-in room on Discord. Podawful.com/cult is our Discord channel. And I would love to hear if you've had any run-ins with the Grinch.
What
because
the fuck is this?
Okay, so let me just start by saying this. So I told you back last year, September, I started seeing in the stores on the shelves Grinches. And I go, this is a Grinch too far for me. And then when it's a little bit more appropriate of a time, you know, early December, I go and I see a Christmas parade. I take my family to a Christmas parade. Ooh, what a nice thing to do. And of course, I want to fucking put a gun in my mouth the entire time. I'd rather suck a million bullets than do something like that. But supposedly children like these things. Of course, my fucking kid doesn't even look at anything the whole time. He's got big Christmas parade floats and balloons and people in character and stuff. And he's looking down at the goddamn ground the whole time. You know, I got a crying baby. It was a mess. Anyway, so I'm watching a Christmas parade, basically. I, an adult man, I might as well have been there by myself. I might as well have been there.
Candy?
Did I get candy? No, they wouldn't even throw candy at us because they could see that the stupid kids weren't paying attention. So I'm standing there, basically a homeless bum jacking off to a Christmas parade. I'm one step removed away from that, you know, where you look at a guy and you're like, you're really going to be here? You know, when a guy looks a little sweet at Disney World and he doesn't have a family, you're there with your entire clan. And there's one guy who's like, I just want to ride the ride by myself. And you're like, okay. Did you miss the days during summer when you were supposed to come here? So I'm that at this parade, right? And I'm not kidding. The first character you see in this parade is the Grinch. Okay? Now, the first, okay, fine. I guess that kind of makes sense. Oh, he's coming to steal our Christmas. I saw not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 fucking Grinches in this parade. 5 different guys. At one point, one of the Grinches was a mounted police officer on a horse dressed as the Grinch. A few minutes later, another police part of the parade comes through and they've got the Grinch locked up in a cage. And he's like, I thought he was a fucking police officer a minute ago. When the 5th Grinch came around, I turned to my family. I said, we're done. I cannot sit through any more of this Grinch nonsense, this Grinch cringe. I thought that would be the worst of it. But no, because ladies and gentlemen, I've got a new goon to introduce to you. Goon alert! Goon alert! Are you ready? Okay, here we go.
God damn it.
I guess I should tell you the name of this guy first. So this is
I thought it was some dyke shit. I don't know.
This is our new goon. This guy's working for Podawful. He's out there causing cringe on Christmas. His name is the Pop Culture Dude. And this guy rules. We love him. The Pop Culture Dude. Check this guy out. Subscribe to him.
With this coat and this hat, I look just like Saint Nick. Ho, ho, ho! You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are. Let's see.
You're skinny as a cactus, and it's charging as a bitch.
You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel.
All right, so for the audio people out there, let me just go ahead and describe what's happening here. Have you ever seen a Puerto Rican autistic boy? And of course, just to be clear, when I say boy, I mean 27-year-old man living at home. This is a dude just filming himself by his trash cans, literally eating out of the trash while wearing Grinch gloves. Our man, the Pop Culture Dude, is one of the preeminent Jim Carrey impressionists. He is, so, you know, a lot of people are autistic for Sonic the Hedgehog. He's autistic for Jim Carrey in Sonic the Hedgehog as Dr. Robotnik, a character that a lot of people would say I'm cosplaying right now. So I don't really know how to fully describe this guy. I haven't gone into a deep dive on his lore or anything yet, but most of his videos are him doing impressions of Jim Carrey characters. Okay. And a lot of them are Dr. Robotnik and the Grinch and Ace Ventura.
Woo! Whee! Just face the music, you're a monster! Mr. Grinch, yes you are.
Your heart's an empty hole!
And why bother listening to the music while singing it? You could just add the music in later.
Your brain is full of spiders.
Oh, wait, was he just in front of a hobo's fire?
Yeah. He's yelling outside just to the neighborhood.
This looks like Streets of Rage. This is like an 80s action movie. There's just a dumpster barrel on fire, and he's hanging out near it. You know, like 2 seconds later, a homeless guy came up and cooked a can of beans over this thing.
Your brain is full of spiders, you gotta get you so Mr. Grinch. I wanna touch you with a
39.5-foot pole! Blasted weight! Max! All I need is a reindeer. If I can't find a reindeer, I'll make one instead.
Is that a pit bull? Oh, man. The fact that this guy still has a face is a Christmas miracle. You really shouldn't like the Grinch so much. Santa Claus is looking out for you.
I asked for 3/4, not 5/8. Stay focused! Longo!
You know, if you ask the who's who of Whoville,
no one's denying!
What the fuck?
Our bad's a little slow.
Wait, two beds.
Huh?
Why does he have 2 beds?
Why 2 beds? Yeah, you know, there's a lot of good questions, Dirk. I think he's got 2 beds because this is like a care home for the...
Oh, the retards are home or whatever
I
they're
didn't
called?
say that. This is a care home for the mentally Jim Carreyed. You know, there's a type of guy on... I mean, not to get too into the... We're already into Joker guys and Grinch guys and everything. But there is a Jim Carrey phenotype human being. There's a thing that happens where a dude will realize that he's got like, I don't know. All right, Jim Carrey himself does not have like a huge set of teeth, really. But he's got the one little broken one, right? Where he takes the cap off when he's playing Lloyd Christmas, by the way. When he's on Dumb and Dumber, that's like his actual teeth, right? And so there's a tooth thing with Jim Carrey. And for some reason, when a guy is autistic enough and has a big enough mouth, he goes, I'm Jim Carrey. And then he just lives his life. Women even do. There's a woman. Have you ever seen this? There's like this woman. I think she's a TikTok lady or something, where she just does a Jim Carrey. That's her whole thing. She's a female doing Jim Carrey impressions. Maybe somebody should pull that up and throw it to me because it's actually pretty psycho as well. It's scary. Jim Carrey phenotype is a thing. Watch out for it. If you see a dude with a really big set of chompers, you know, sort of a Julia Roberts style mouth, like a horse's mouth, maybe one chipped tooth or a big gap in his teeth, or classically, the classic phenotype is this. He's got stinky cheese man teeth. I don't know how else to describe that. It's a bunch of little separate nubs of teeth where there's a space in between each one. If you've got that, teeth? No, you have to have teeth. You have to have as many, you have to have more teeth than humanly possible normally. Like you've grown a jaw to accumulate extra teeth. That's a Jim Carrey phenotype. I guarantee you may have noticed it. Maybe you saw him sort of quote Dumb and Dumber or something at lunch. A guy you work with where you're like, does he keep saying Ace Ventura shit to me, or am I just imagining that? He keeps saying, so every time you light up a cigarette, he's like, somebody stop him, he's smoking. And you're like, what the fuck? Something like that you might have noticed, or it might be his horrifying secret where one day his children will bury him and protect his legacy. And somehow the internet has not gotten to him yet, but it is a guy. It's a type of guy. He's out there.
Ugh. Our bad's a little slow. Well, that's what these tests are for.
Does the Grinch wear goggles, or are these Robotnik goggles? Is he like...
I think he wore them in the movie, the Jim Carrey one.
Okay.
You're a vile one.
Mr. Grinch, you have termites in your smile.
You have all the tender sweetness
of a seasick crocodile, Mr. Grinch. Given the choice between you, I take a seasick crocodile. Almost lost my cool there. But anyway, that was brilliant! We did it! We did it! We did it!
Okay, so, the attention. I mean, this is all to be expected from a certain, mentally aged man. I'm being informed, by the way, right now. Deacon Blue says, FYI, in Catholicism, tonight is actually the last night of the 12 days of Christmas. I'm familiar. It's the last night of Christmas season, so technically we're not late. So right now, if Nick Fuentes' boyfriend weren't obliterated in the head with bullets, he'd be celebrating the 12th night of Christmas. He'd be getting fucking so many lords a-leaping right now. So we're not late. Yeah, good point. What is the 12th one? What is the 12th day of Christmas's present? Do you know? Sir?
No.
Of course you sing the whole song for me real quick, just so I can.
How does it start?
The Partridge in a Pear Tree song? You don't know that song?
I forget. 12 things to sing in.
12 things to sing in. He's okay. Fucking retard. All right, let's.
That wasn't so bad. What's it, Max? Max? Whatever. He's not even
here.
Hey,
anyway, nice number.
Brett, at the gate. Moving on.
Oh, yeah, he's doxing himself. Nick Fuentes did this and a gunman showed up. I'm not sure you want to... Maybe he's hoping Jim Carrey will see the video and show up to his house.
On.
All right.
Ho, ho, ho.
So,
it gets worse. Okay, we're not done yet. It gets way, way worse.
Cool Funko Pops. I like it.
Nice. How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Sonic.
Well, of course, Sonic, Funko Pop. Again, the Grinch is the Father Christmas of Reddit. This is a Reddit thing. Like, this is a Reddit phenotype guy.
Grinch music cover. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a holly jolly Christmas, because if you guys don't know, I'm obviously a huge fan of Monsieur Jim Carrey himself, and I do love How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the 2000 live-action version directed by Ron Howard, which still remains as my favorite Christmas movie of all time. That makes my heart grow 3 sizes that day. At least it doesn't give me like a heart cardiac arrest, but all joking aside, hope you guys enjoy your Christmas, carving the roast beast and having the hoop pudding and having all the num-nums and the gifts. But all that's in full disclosure. Thank you guys so much for watching this Christmas cover.
Full disclosure? How is that full disclosure? Again, this is the problem with the internet. You're not supposed to be disclosing these things. You're trans on the internet. Stop it. Keep this a secret. This is a secret that your child tells the fire and no one else. Okay? No full disclosure needed.
I'll definitely wish you guys a happy new year. And one final message just to end off this video to say to the Who's. Now, pucker up and kiss it, Whoville! Oh, the humanity!
Okay. Dirk, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Do you know who owns the rights to the Grinch, like the movie, the Jim Carrey movie, The Grinch? And I assume there's also like there's like a 3D animated one too, which I think is part of what has sort of made
DreamWorks, I think, maybe?
Resurgence. DreamWorks might have made it, but the part of the resurgence with this Grinch stuff, I think, is they made a 3D movie. I've never seen it. I'm sure it's terrible. It's like worse than, I think it's worse than DreamWorks quality 3D animated shit. You know, every one of these 3D animated movies, the entire thing with them is that they like, there's no jokes. The joke is that they dance and sing every once in a while. They'll play some fucking 1990s pop culture song, and that's the joke, right?
Yeah.
No, it's not. I don't think it's DreamWorks. It's, I think, Universal.
The Minions guy?
No. Universal. Universal, the studio, owns the Grinch now. Universal Studios. Dirk, Universal Studios. Do you see where I'm going with this? Have you ever been to Universal Studios, the theme park?
Like once, but I barely remember it so long ago.
So just like Disney World, they've got characters walking around, characters from their franchises walking around. And Universal Studios owns the Grinch. Do you see where this is going, Dirk? Do you see the horrifying direction this is going in? Now, what if I told you that the Grinch, around Christmas time, walks around Universal Studios? In fact, I think there might even be an entire Dr. Seuss land there. It might be year-round Grinch happening at the studios.
Oh, my God.
And you can go up to him and you can meet the Grinch. Now, what if a guy, and by the way, it's specifically the Jim Carrey style Grinch. Okay? Now, what if there was an autistic guy who would love to meet the Grinch? Where would he go?
Universal Studios.
Oh, yeah, he would.
Oh, my God.
Remember the thumbnail? Here we go. Flashback throwback when I met the Grinch at Universal Orlando's Grinchmas season. Okay. So
what the fuck?
So
what is that?
Universal Studios pays some poor idiot to pretend to be the Grinch. Now, this is a thing. I didn't mention this at the beginning, but you've got Joker guys. You've got Deadpool guys. Those are only seen at comic book conventions and, of course, on Dirk's chest.
Right. You want me to show it?
Yeah, let's see it. Go ahead and show it. Yeah, Dirk has the most embarrassing tattoo of all time.
It's the worst tattoo, yeah.
Absolute worst thing. You're freezing like crazy. Is that on my end?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's pretty funny, though.
All right, terrific. So, oh, by the way, hey, nice shirt, by the way.
Thank you.
That's a cool shirt.
Very comfy.
That's a nice shirt. Ladies and gentlemen, the Podawful Rufio Phoenix t-shirt, She Lives. Our hooded long sleeve tee. Show the sleeves, Dirk. Show
the sleeves are awesome.
The sleeves are
like
awesome. There's designs on the sleeves. And of course, I'm wearing the Podawful sweater here, which you can still get. I was going to get rid of this. I should show this real quick. Sorry to take up the time here, but you're about to see the thing you came here for. Let me go to podawful.shop. I was going to get rid of this first of the month, and because I wasn't doing shows, I decided to keep it up. This sweater fucking rules. You can go get it right now at Pod. You got the sweater too?
Yeah, mine's in the wash right now.
So
this is like its third wash.
Podawful. You're on the third wash. How's it holding up?
Yeah. Seems all right. Yeah, I think it's better than this one, actually. This one, it's kind of scraping off on the front.
Well, you're washing it wrong if you're doing that. There's literally instructions on the site how to care for this properly. If you're washing,
I'll just buy another.
If you're washing it that much, you're doing it wrong. Anyway, the point is, podawful.shop, you've got the sweater. It's still available. I'm going to leave it up for now, okay? Because it's just getting cold for a lot of people right now. So we're going to extend it. I said it was a limited time. We're going to extend the time. Podawful.shop. Go get yourself the sweater now. The sweater rules. I'm actually extremely happy with it. This is not a print. This is not a printed sweater. I didn't realize I had to say this to people. This is knitted into the fabric. This is actually the fabric itself, the design on this. This is a knit sweater. And then all of our designs are actually, I've got on our other shirt as well. And I didn't mean to do this, but I just realized I am wearing the female cop gun drawn Doggo Doesn't Die t-shirt as well. Go get it. Premium, basic, and limited time options. Podawful.shop. Support the show and wear something cool. And Dirk, just to be clear, is washing his shirt wrong. I have had the long sleeve. I've had both the short sleeve version and the long sleeve version of that exact shirt for longer than anyone. I've had it for a year before I was ever selling it. I've been wearing it the whole time. I've washed it plenty of times. The design has not faded. So Dirk is just an idiot. He doesn't obviously
throw it all in the wash and wash it.
Please pay attention to the fact that Dirk obviously has no clue what he's saying or doing. He's a complete retard.
I just throw it in.
Yeah. He just throws it in with everything else. He thinks that he washes his cum rags and his underwear, his dirty boxers with it and stuff. You're supposed to turn it inside out. You want your nice big prints like that to last? At the very least, you can do is turn it inside out when you wash it. Anyway, all right, podawful.shop for that. All right, back to this. So they're paying some poor sucker to dress up as the Grinch, and this is what I was saying before. You've got Joker guys, you've got Deadpool guys. Now, Joker guys are typically just around Halloween, but now, of course, they broke containment and went out into the real world. Now we just have Joker guys, the Earth's Jokers. Then you got the Deadpool guys just at the comic book conventions. Then you've got Willy Wonka guys. Now, what I didn't say before is Willy Wonka guys are actually an offshoot, some of them, of a different type of guy. And that guy is Johnny Depp guys. Now, I know that's confusing. I was saying before, a normal person just takes like a cool, movie star and goes, those are my literally me characters. But Johnny Depp is different. The Johnny Depp guys, there are guys who pretend to be Johnny Depp in real life. That is an entire genre of guy. And there are guys who pretend to be Johnny Depp's characters in real life. And Johnny Depp characters, particularly Captain Jack Sparrow, are incredibly embarrassing on the level of the Joker. And you will find, and I'm not talking about just the guys on, the Hollywood Boulevard there dressing up. There are Captain Jack Sparrow guys walking around, and in their head, they're not Captain Jack Sparrow. You have to realize the psychology here. They are Johnny Depp. Like when they get into character, they're thinking about how Amber pooped in their bed and beat them and stuff. They think they're him. Why, by the way? Why do they think that? This is where it starts to get freakish. Because Johnny Depp, the actual man, is a Captain Jack Sparrow guy. And I know that's crazy to say out loud and think, but Johnny Depp invented the character, right? And he created it to be this like cross between Keith Richards, who he's friends with, and a pirate, I guess. I don't know what else. But he's basically just cosplaying his friend Keith Richards. And it just gives him an excuse to drink rum all day and paint his fingernails, okay, and wear eyeliner. So he loves it. He loves doing it.
Why not just be a gay guy?
Okay, well, because he's not. He fucked Amber Heard, for crying out loud. I mean, listen, say what you will about that whole, obviously the juice wasn't worth the squeeze, but could you blame him? I mean, Jesus Christ. So Johnny Depp, in his spare, he kept the costume he stole it, basically. That's a Disney movie. He stole Captain Jack Sparrow from Disney, forced them to let him keep the costume. And now in real life, he goes around dressing up as Jack Sparrow and just he goes to children's hospitals. And I get it. That's like sweet and nice. And you see those videos and you go, oh, he's one of the few good ones. He's not Diddy. Well, he kind of is Diddy. Because he's dressing up as his children's character to go meet children. That's not a great look. And he is doing cosplay in real life. And he goes in character. But the character that the children are meeting is a drunk man. I don't know if you know too much about pirates, but they're also thieves and rapists. You know, they're plundering booty.
And heroes.
You got Captain Jack Sparrow plunders booty. You got Diddy plundering black booty big boy bitches. So, point is, Johnny Depp and Captain Jack Sparrow particularly are this like embarrassing level of guy. And when you go to Disney parks and theme parks and Universal Studios, they got at Disney, they got a guy who kind of looks like Johnny Depp dressing up like Jack Sparrow and completely in character. It's not like the old, when I was a kid, I went to Disney World all the time. And, you'd go there and some teenager was wearing a Pluto costume and he'd pretend to lick you with the big tongue. And then when you think about that as an adult, you go, what the fuck? And then you move on with your life and you hope you never think about it again. And that's something I shouldn't have said on the internet. My children should be throwing it into a fire when I'm dead. But it's true. Now, what they do is they make a guy that kind of looks like the guy from the movie be the guy from the movie. And then he's out there. And so you just want to go on a roller coaster and instead you get accosted by one of the Earth's sparrows. Okay? These guys are wandering around going savvy. They say savvy and they've got scarves all over their body. And in his head, he's Johnny Depp. Now, they probably cooled the Johnny Depp shit at Disney World because of the real life Johnny Depp shit. I'm guessing that's not really a thing anymore. But that I have interacted with these freaks. This is a thing. So that's on one side of the coin. You've got your sparrows. You've got your John Sparrows. On the other side of the coin, you've got the fucking Universal Studios Grinch. This dude is walking around and in his head, he has to do two things as an order of operations. And the first thing is not go, I'm the Grinch. The first thing is to say, I'm Jim Carrey. Because he's that specific Grinch. So this dude, if you've ever met a Jim Carrey guy, a Jim Carrey phenotype, it is so annoying. It's the worst type of guy. It's like, it's beyond attention seeking. It's beyond trying to be funny. It is pathological. And unfortunately, in your head, when you think I'm Jim Carrey, what would Jim Carrey do? They're wearing the bracelet, WWJCD. Did you know that's what those bracelets stood for?
No.
What would Jim Carrey do? When they are walking around in your head, you go, what would Jim Carrey do? The answer is talk with your butt. That's the first thought every single time is talk with your butt. So
that's what I thought he was going to do while doing that Grinch shit.
He did do it. He did it at the end. He did do it. So they talk with their butts and you're supposed to just deal with that. You're supposed to live with the fact that a guy is trying to talk at you with his butt. Now, I'm not saying the Grinch guy does it, but the Grinch costume they've got for him has a big badonka booty butt cheek setup on it, where it's like it's Mersh shaped, It's like an upside down light bulb, the body on it. So he's at least shaking it. He probably does this and it raises up and down. So he's shaking his little green butt at you, his big green butt at you. And in his head, he's thinking, I'm basically the same as Jim Carrey. We're the same guy. So that's step one. Step two is Grinch stuff on top of that. So now trying to add a thin coat of Christmas over top of that, it's not a good combination. So this retard, they've got him set up and people line up to see him the way you line up to see Santa Claus. That's the joke. He's taking over for Santa. He's ruining Christmas because, again, forget the part where now the Grinch likes Christmas. He's always the bad Grinch. This dude is walking around making families uncomfortable. Idiot Reddit parents are bringing their kids to go see this dude thinking they're going to love it. And the kids hate it. The kids are terrified. The parent is the one sitting there going, they can't believe it. This dude is an improv comedy master to them. And that's the other sick part about these wandering character people is that not only are they finding a guy that kind of looks the part, which how do you even do that with the Grinch? But not only are they finding that, they're finding a guy who's like an improv. This is a dude who's on an improv team. Okay? That's what you're dealing with. That's the level of cringe that the base layer of this video, the foundation of what we're about to watch, is all set upon that. It's balancing delicately on that precipice. And this motherfucker is about to meet his goddamn match. I have never seen something so beautiful. This dude ruined, you know how the Grinch stole and ruined Christmas? Our friend, the pop culture dude, our Goon, he ruined the Grinch's Christmas. Okay? You're about to watch a Grinch get out Grinched. It is an incredible feat of henchmanity. This is so crazy. This dude, his whole job is to stand there and talk and talk and talk and say all the silly things. And you're about to watch him get floored, steamrolled. He won't be able to get a word in edgewise. This autistic hero has been waiting for this moment his entire life. This is something he came fucking prepared for. Ladies and gentlemen, the big board. Let's watch it. I can't believe this.
Big board looks great, Colonel.
Thank you so much. All right. Are you ready?
Oh my God, yeah.
Here we go. Oh, hey, Lenny.
Hi.
All right, check this out. And by the way, I know it's like impossible to hear because the sound in the background is so crazy. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just get the feel and the idea of what's happening here. It doesn't matter.
The Grinch is already uncomfortable with this autistic guy.
We're 1 second in, and the Grinch is so put off. He's so uncomfortable with this.
I am the Grinch impersonator who stole the spotlight. That's why you didn't like that. I'm a big fan. I know lots of fans.
So, I love this. I love this. This is everything. Because this is using the Grinch to destroy the Grinch. My entire confusion on this topic, it all comes to a head in this moment right here. So first he says, I'm the Grinch impersonator who stole the spotlight. That's a lie. You write that line ahead of time. He didn't come up with that on the spot. He's been thinking about that. And then he forced this guy, this man, he must see thousands of horrified, befuddled, fish-faced Asian tourist faces a day and shake his big green rumpus at all of them. This dude has mooned and shown cheek to a countless number of families and children. Thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands by the day. And this motherfucker right here, our friend, he just outdid him. He just talked with his butthole to the Grinch.
That's who, Bill. Oh, excuse me, sorry, the onion and the termite.
Dude, he wants to strangle him.
So now pop culture dude is pretending to vomit in front of the Grinch in question is just sitting there befuddled. No clue what to do. And it's incredible because he's being forced to look in the mirror for once. This is a dude doing it for free. Yeah, you get paid for it. Okay, that's a pretty good excuse. You get paid to be that annoying, but everybody hates you, and now you have to see it for yourself.
God.
Now, this is where it gets great. So, Pop Culture Dude's got an entire routine ready to go. And he forgets for a second that he's even doing it for his own camera. He forgets that he's doing it for this line of people. He's got a whole audience in front of him here. This is like a big deal. And for this moment, all of a sudden, Pop Culture Dude gets a little too personal. He realizes he forgets. He completely forgot that he's not talking to the real human Grinch. Okay? Up close, this is amazing makeup. This is Universal Studios. Up close, he's convinced he's talking to a real Grinch. And so now he's having a quiet moment with the Grinch. He's now talking down here. He's doing his routine directly to the Grinch. We're not even let in on it. We're not a part of this. This isn't a factor of not having the right microphone or it being too loud. This is a secret between himself and his hero, Jim Carrey's The Grinch.
Anyway, it's fun because we love fabulous. All right, you're taking pictures with him now. Bye.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So the real Grinch, No. The real Grinch says you're taking pictures with this guy now, and everybody's laughing and like, ha, ha, ha. Of course, everybody in reality, other than his mom who's filming this, is incredibly uncomfortable with this situation. So it's like a laugh of relief. Finally, the guy who's paid to say this stuff is saying something. Now, here's the thing. Why do I hate this stuff? Why do I hate this improv man? Because I've been this improv man. All right. When I was a teenager, I was paid to do improv comedy. And a lot of times what we got paid to do was go do like these corporate fucking gigs where you do a show but they would also like try to incorporate these improv exercises. It's like team building shit. It was totally retarded, but they, these corporate things, they've got these budgets where they got all this money to just burn. And so you get paid pretty decently for it. So I would do these
phrase
things.
Corporate improv makes me want to die.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, guess what? It makes improv people want to die. So it's real bad. So we would go on these corporate things, and everybody knows this. Every business, every job site, wherever you are, they've all got their funny guy, right? I have been in this Grinch's shoes so many countless times where some guy thinks he's going to take over and become the star of the show. And you sit there and you let him, and his entire workforce, all of his co-workers or sometimes it's the boss, by the way, which is really embarrassing. All the employees are sitting there cringing, wanting to stick a shotgun up their ass and not pull the trigger, but ride it slowly. A slow process where they're forced to learn to enjoy the barrel. Anyway, these people, they want to, they don't like it either. No, so basically it's a Michael Scott situation. No one's having fun but the boss in that scenario. And so there's only one move, and you go, oh, this guy's the star of the show, and then you just give it to him like that. That's not a funny bit that the Grinch is doing there, where he's taking a look at his big tuchus. Look at that. I told you, he's got a big round bottom on him. That's not a funny bit that he's trying to pull off there. He is actually attempting to escape the horrifying, he's entered the event horizon of a cringe black hole, and he's trying to hit escape velocity here and get out of there. That's not a bit, but you can't walk away. He would get fired. He can't walk away from this post. He can't really do it, even though he's trying to find any reason to get out of there.
I know. Of course, there's a reboot.
Pop Culture Dude just keeps going. He thinks he's now the official Universal Studios Grinch. And this is the incredible part, too. He went into this going, this is my big audition. So him doing, he had all these things planned because he thought he'll get discovered at Universal Studios and finally win the big part of getting to play the Grinch at Universal Studios. He's trying to steal this man's job security right out from under him. And by the way, he then thinks that getting the job as the Grinch at Universal Studios will get him the job as the Grinch, the human Earth Grinch, where he gets to be the Grinch for the world. He's in movies being the Grinch. He's the next Jim Carrey.
Did you get a picture already?
I got him.
Okay.
Directions together.
Okay, which way do we go?
You can hear his mom asking if he won't get out. He's taking over the stage. He's saying, come on to the next person. Like, come on, take a picture with me. He's not in a Grinch costume. The fact that they sell just the hand. This is one of the things I've learned I really hate about the Grinch too. Now, it's all about the hands for the Grinch. Because of the way Jim Carrey played it, they made the costume have these long, loose fingers that flop all around. We all remember it. When you think about it in your head, when you picture it, you remember the big floppy fingers. And so when you watch the Universal Studios Grinch, he's doing the floppy fingers. I've seen countless. I was being sent all over December, all of Christmas season. People were sending me videos and tagging me in Grinch shit. Because I cannot tell you the amount of Grinch shit I've seen this past. Lenny, did you have any Grinch experiences this past holiday season?
Luckily, I have not run into any Grinches this year.
Wow, that's
literally Grinches. Metaphorically, there's those people, but
it's actually impressive because I mean the video I played at the beginning of the show was literally a guy dressed as the Grinch, fucking I don't know what you call it. What's that thing where a guy puts a fan on his back and has a parachute? What is that called?
Yeah, I've seen that one. That was in Texas.
That was
near
Texas.
me.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. So you're literally like they're coming out of the sky where you live, and you somehow managed to avoid all of this. It's actually incredible. That
tells you how much I don't leave the house.
Yeah, well,
Grinches are falling out of the sky, and I'm just here.
Our pets' heads are falling off. So anyway, with the Grinch thing, it's all about the hands. The fact that this guy, our hero is just wearing Grinch hands. He doesn't have a mask on, no outfit. But then the question becomes, why do they sell just the Grinch hands? Like with Hulk hands, you go, oh, he's a big, strong guy with big green fists. That makes sense. That's like the thing. If you want to be the Hulk, what you want to be able to do is punch people. Really,
got smash.
Got Hulk smash, right. The Grinch, the whole thing is he's got gay fingers. It's literally so you can do his gay fingers. So now he's using his gay fingers to tell families to come take a photo with him, a guy who just has a big set of teeth.
Let's go. Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's do it. 3, 2, 1. He's an actor.
He was actually trying to do it. And now the real Grinch, has like realized he cannot leave the post. This guy's trying to take over. So he's having to come back up, and they're not allowed to break character, by the way. Like no matter what happens, if our hero, he's wearing a Grinch shirt. I didn't even notice that at first. If our hero decided to like actually start pushing the real Grinch and hitting him and stuff, that Grinch is not allowed to break character. He's got to stay. So in character, he is having to tell him like, okay, buddy, you're done here now.
Come on, we got time to people. Oh, this is great.
So they forced real Grinch to just keep taking pictures with him.
For me, I love it.
Hey, little jog.
When you attack that game, you will be full.
Oh my
More of the green, yellow card.
Oh, they're doing the voice to each other.
Anyway, love ya. Have a Merry Grinchmas. Yeah, whatever.
So that's the real Grinch going, yeah, whatever. And see, that's the whole thing. Like his whole bit is he gets to be acerbic and like, but family friendly, mean. It's like so much worse. Ladies and gentlemen, the Grinch. Okay, there you go.
Oh, imagine driving that retard home. He wouldn't shut up the whole ride, too. Fuck about it.
That was his dream scenario. He's been waiting for that moment his entire life, and he finally got it. Oh, I'm being sent his Twitter. Again, follow, subscribe to the Pop Culture Dude. We do love the Pop Culture Dude has done everything I would ask a henchman to do for this holiday season. I've got his Twitter profile here being sent. Apparently he tweeted this. He says, "Not gonna lie, I had a little nostalgia-gasm when I hear that Eggman SA2 theme in Sonic 3. After 3 movies, it feels well-deserved for Jim Carrey's Eggman as he's wearing the game-accurate suit. Also, it inspired me to use that song as my new ringtone, too. LOL." Okay.
Cool. That's awesome.
Whatever. Sure.
I have autism. I can't help it.
Do we want to look at one more video of it, like just to see what?
Yeah, we do.
About?
Come on.
We got a Sonic one?
We got to explore. Oh, do we have a Sonic one? It's nothing but Sonic. Look at these thumbnails by the thumbnails.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
That claymation?
This dude's thumbnails are some of the most insane thumbnails I've ever seen. It's like 50 things in every single thumbnail. Like you can't even keep track of what you're looking at. It's almost all Sonic. By the way, he's also a Deadpool guy. Well, I guess he's Wolverine.
No,
here,
yeah.
but that's still. That's
Dr. Wily up there too?
I don't know, man. What the fuck is it? Oh, from Mega Man?
I see. Is that a W, the Wily W, or is that Van Halen?
Where are you? Oh, no, that's Weezer.
Top row.
That's Weezer.
Oh, Weezer.
The Joker. He's a Joker guy. His Joker 2 reaction. He's all of them. He's all of them, man. I guarantee. Hang on a second. Is it possible he's got a Wonka in here? Does he have a Wonka? Well, 2 things came up, but it's just it's just 2 Sonic the Hedgehog things. I don't want to sit through those just to find out if he mentions Wonka in it. That would be incredible though. We got to get this guy on Wonka. We got to get him doing Johnny Depp Wonka. Okay, that's the crazy one. That's like so insane to do. What do we want to watch here? I don't even know what I'm looking at. Every thumbnail is there's like just 15 pictures in every thumbnail. There's the Grinch one. We've got. Well, what's the most recent? We'll just go to the most recent.
Happy New Year, baby! London, baby! Alrighty then, my royal chums. It is I, Daniel. You may call me the Pop Culture Dude. And yes, today is officially the year of 2025. So as the year of 2024 comes to closure, aside from all the Shadow stuff and the Sonic 3 stuff, it has been a long journey from making these Sonic movie videos, plus the Knuckles series, I guess. But most importantly, the 3rd movie, where obviously the cosplay video gets to see me in theaters with my crew.
Oh my god!
To review the movie in my own words. But now
he was in a movie as that. Oh my.
Okay, I actually hang on. We should watch that one. I actually saw that. He plays Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik, and then also I have not seen any of these Sonic movies. Just to be clear, I from what I understand, maybe does anybody know this? In the 3rd movie, does Jim Carrey play his own father? He
his own grandpa.
His own grand. Okay, I don't understand.
Eggman and Robotnik are 2 different guys.
Sure. So in this guy's video, he plays Eggman and he plays Jim Carrey's Eggman and Jim Carrey's Robotnik talking to himself. Is it this one? I think it's this.
To be the first.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Here we go.
All what in the fuck is?
How much of this do we even want to watch? Really?
Maybe him with the crazy wig.
Smokane sent me one that I just posted in the chat here.
Okay.
That I assume he thinks is good.
Well, let's watch this one.
Space preschoolers, you should definitely go check your IQs after this. So according to my research, Project Shadow was my grandfather's great creation 50 years ago. Until I never got a chance to see him, because he never gets to see the light of day. I never get the chance to get to know my grandfather because I was spitting up formulas while other poor infants were still spitting up formulas. Until then, I got kicked out from a nun's orphanage. And that's the origin of my orphan face as I keep rubbing on. Agent Stone, I'm about to need some stress eating. Fetch me my Grubhub order.
Here's your orders.
Thank you, Stone. That's exactly what I wanted. Red Robin. Salad bag. Really, Stone? You really think I should be looking over my diet? I only want a bacon burger. Anyway, Stone, take this away. I'm not hungry anymore.
He really went to the trouble of ordering Red Robin off of Grubhub just for this bit. That's the only thing. He's not going to eat that food. That was a prop.
Green.
How long is this video?
It's only 39 minutes. We're not watching
Dude,
the whole thing.
what the fuck?
We're not going to watch it.
Stomach.
Does he do the whole third movie act as Jim Carrey?
I don't know. I don't know anything about Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm not watching the entire. Let's just get to the part where he's green screening in with himself, because that's the good part. All right.
Yeah, I think he does the whole third movie by himself.
I need room.
But, sir, I don't have the proper materials.
Found some. Out of my way, don't you mind?
Who's holding the Sonic?
Really clever. Memories of war.
This is like a Mersh green screen. Holy shit. Take a look at this. You can see the rim of the green screen. But then the green screen somehow continues past that. But he's got one of those like fold away pop up green screen things. God damn, this looks like an episode of fucking Nightwave.
Welcome home, my boy.
What the
It's impossible. It couldn't be. Could it? I am. Are you? In the shaggy flesh. Hello, hello, hello. I'm your beloved grandfather. Looking pretty good for 110. He licks the quill of his other hedgehog. Just like me. My boy. Papa!
Whoa, that's your grandpa. What are you trying to do? I know you miss him and everything, but Jesus, he missed a few birthdays before you go down on him, man.
It's okay. You can cry all you want, Ivo. Wait.
It's so funny because he's like clearly not timed this out properly. So whenever one version of him is talking, he's got to slow down the footage of the other one in order to make it all match up.
You're not just an illusion in my mind? That's all right, my boy. I'm alive and well.
Your grandpa's gigantic.
But how are you still alive? You died 50 years ago. You never show up for my birthdays or anything. Have you used any anti-skin care aging products? Or as a matter of fact...
Yeah, anti-skin. Jesus Christ. Imagine using anti-skin aging products.
It could work.
I would prefer to keep my skin as I age.
Am I still dead? Is this what heaven feels like?
You could hear, as that clip starts to play, you can hear the guy go. He's got another guy like manning the camera for him. He goes, go.
Robotnik will never reveal his secrets, especially...
This is still better than Jobber.
On keeping people's expectations for what they expect on screen. Oh, I see.
They're comparing this to Neil Breen in the chat. Neil Breen vibes. Yeah.
For all the marbles. Good. I lost mine. Come to think about it, 50 years ago when you first created the space colony Ark, how long did it take for you to be the first man on the moon?
Hey!
Whoa.
How long did it took?
How long did it took?
It's simple, my boy. You want to know how long I stayed long on that moon? How long?
You want to know how long I stayed long on that moon? Do you want to know how I scarred these gots?
The number 23.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
lady, I can't do any more of this. That's too much. Ladies and gentlemen, the pop culture dude, subscribe. Give him a sub. He's a nice guy. We know him. We love him. The pop culture dude. Let's see what they're saying in the chat before we go. Autistic as fuck. I hate him. What? No. No, we like him. He's good. Everything he's done is good. He's provided you with an amount of entertainment that should be illegal. I've been having heart palpitations, and I feel like these videos are killing me. They say in the chat room, okay, well, sorry. Anyway, that's the show. Dirk, Lenny, thank you. It's over now. We'll be live again tomorrow for another brand new episode. What will it be about? You'll find out. Is it more stuff from last month? Yes. Hey,
let me tell you about camel spiders.
Should we check? Is Tom Gulley still live right now?
Oh yeah, do that.
Anyways, let's check on Tom Gulley. Tom Gulley's live talking about spiders right now. Now, a couple of years ago, I thought it would be really, really funny, right? Just for no reason. This came from nothing. I thought, wouldn't it be super funny? Oh no, he's not live anymore. I thought, wouldn't it be super funny if we made Tom Gulley look insane? And so the way I came up with doing that was everybody in chat, we should all have the names of celebrities. And then the only thing we talk about in the chat, instead of anything he's talking about on the show, we just talk about spiders and that we're covered in spiders and spiders are trying to kill us and we're being chased through the jungle by spiders. And then that way, Tom would say things like, Tom Cruise in the chat room says, a giant tarantula is attempting to eat me alive. Well, that's a funny one. And then, you know, it would be funny to just take that out of context. And it sounds like a man is slowly going insane, right? That was the entire bit.
You made us change our names from the celebrity names to just some whatever.
Yeah. So there was like Christian Slater was there and Nicole Kidman was there and Tom Cruise was there. And just every celebrity under the sun was showing up to watch Tom Gulley. So, you know, just because like nobody's watching Tom back then. And so it's just funny for him to to fake having people watch him. That's what I wanted it to look like. Well, here's his latest stream, and it's called Let Me Tell You About Camel Spiders. Okay, so now he's actually talking about spiders.
Hey, what's going on? What's hot? What's hip? What's happening? What is shaking on your Monday night? Hope everything's going groovy for you, because tonight we're going to creep you out. Yeah, we're going to give you the willies. The willies.
Ooh, Tom.
I don't get to say that very often. Because tonight I'm going to tell you about camel spiders, wind spiders, sun scorpion. It's a million names for them, and they're creepy as hell. And
wait, Tom's in Discord right now. Let's drag him in here.
Hi,
Tom. Hey, Tom. Hey, Tom.
Ooh. Give me the willies, Tom.
Hi, Tom.
Hey, what's going on?
What did we learn about spiders tonight?
Camel spiders? They're not technically spiders. They are arachnids, but they're evil and bad.
Mm-hmm. 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 Did any celebrities show up for the show?
Yes, as a matter of fact, Christian Bale and Billy Zane showed up. I was wondering why Paris Hilton and James Franco did not show up, but I love the randomness of the.
Oh shit! Christian Slater's in chat, Tom.
Oh, Christian Slater's here. Hey, Christian, what's up, man?
The mid '90s random celebrities.
Check it out. Christian Slater's in chat. He says, "Me and Tom go way back. Great show tonight, Tom."
Yeah. Yeah, I was so pleased when I learned that your show is starting at the very same time. That would deprive me of the throng of cult members that.
We're not in competition, Tom. We're part of the same network.
I'm Tom Gulley, and you're watching Is This Live, the show on the Podawful TV network, podawful.pizza. There's one person that comes to my show from the Podawful cult, and the rest of them, they say they watch it all together, which is exciting because
There's
that
one
deprives
person.
me
Who was that? Sydney Sweeney?
No, it's Jared. Usually Jared. Sometimes Turkatron.
Almost
Old
the
man
same
Jared.
size tits, but not quite.
Never Jesse. Never.
I'm there all the time. I will silently watch the Tom Gulley show sometimes. I do.
When there was one pair of footprints, that is when he was watching you.
Yeah. Tom, you're sort of one of the Earth's Grinches, in a way. Do you consider yourself more of a Scrooge character or a Grinch character?
Oh, definitely Grinch.
Right.
You're a sly one, Mr. Gulley. You really are a cat. Yeah, just for the song.
Do you have bugs in your teeth and all that stuff, and oil in your hair?
Oil, yes. Bugs, no. Nothing can live in my teeth.
That's true. It's too plasticky in there. Well,
Ceramic.
do you even celebrate Christmas, or what do you do on Christmas? You streamed, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
So, what is your Christmas day like? You wake up, you go downstairs next to the fireplace. You've got your Christmas tree set up. Underneath it, Santa's left you presents. What is your Christmas morning like?
Really, really disturbed that I have a fireplace downstairs. My family lives like 1,000 miles from here, and it's cold where they're at, so I never go home for Christmas. So I call the family members early in the morning.
You're talking about your wife and kids. You live 1,000 miles away from them.
I have no wife. I have no children. And then
dead to him.
Sometimes I do a show like I did on Christmas, but I have some friends. I have a friend I've known for about 35 years, and we've just happened to live in the same town a couple of times. And so I go to their place on Christmas. They do their Christmas on Christmas Eve. So I go to their place on, Christmas afternoon.
And what's their name? The Who's?
Yes, Cindy Lou Who is there. Okay. And usually my heart grows 5 times bigger. And I push all the toys I've stolen back down the hill.
What's 5 times 0, Tom?
0.
Okay, so you're one of the Earth's Grinches. That's really incredible. But on Christmas Day, what do? You just sit there in your socks and underwear, and you're like on the couch or something?
Well, Christmas Day, I open the gifts that my family has sent me. I usually have sent mine up there, so I open them.
What do they give you? Like a fire extinguisher and some 9-volt batteries?
Yeah.
The
normally
gift that keeps on giving.
It's not. I get one of those, those little separate units you can start your car up with. You don't have to jump it. Usually for the neck bolts. No, I get a lot of gift cards, but my mom always sends a thing, an actual 3-dimensional gift, and so I open that stuff up so that when I call them, I can say thank you for the insert name of gift here.
That's nice. How old are you?
I'm in my early 60s. You know exactly how old I am.
It was for the audience, not for me, obviously.
Oh, sorry. I'm 61 years old.
61 years young. Now, what is your favorite holiday?
Memorial Day.
Fuck, Tom. All right.
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with it? I don't get it. Why would you like Memorial Day?
I was born very near Memorial Day, and I grew up in Indianapolis. They have a big race every year on Memorial Day weekend.
So you just like your birthday and a race.
Yeah, and everybody's off work, and there's cookouts and things of that nature. I'm not a big holiday person. It might
shocker
surprise you to know.
I thought you were going to say Arbor Day.
No, not Arbor Day.
That's a beaver's Christmas,
Although I would like to, I think when I'm dead, I would like to be put in one of those little cups with ashes that you put seeds in and a tree grows from it.
Can I get that tree?
You want to become a
Sure.
tree? You want to be a seed pod tree, man?
I'd like to be some form of tree. I think I would be a mighty oak.
I think it would come out looking like a haunted, withered, that never leaves on it ever, year round, haunted tree, black. The bark is black.
Bears no fruit. There's a hollowed out section they sometimes find, mass murder victims in and stuff. Yeah, I'd love
every
that.
single time there's a storm, it gets struck by lightning.
That'd be great. That'd be great. People make baseball bats out of it and stuff.
They say on a quiet night you can hear him talking to itself.
You can hear him doing a show about camel spiders. Camel spiders would live in the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be great. And I'm doing Dark Shadows tomorrow. So
Dark Shadow. Now Johnny Depp did a remake movie. We were talking about Johnny Depp on this program. He did a remake movie of Dark Shadows. But I assume you're talking though about the program from the 60s
and early 70s, yes, and not the 1994 Ben Cross attempt at a TV show primetime either.
Did you
and
ever
the Johnny Depp one sucks. I don't even count that.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it had Dark Shadows on it. And I was also interested because Johnny Depp, it seems like in a lot of movies, he picks a celebrity and then just does an imitation of that celebrity for the movie. And so I wanted to see what he would do. And he didn't really do much of anything.
Well,
but it's
that's very astute of you to notice that, Tom, because I was talking about that's what makes Johnny Depp basically one of these guys. Is he's basically a Joker guy, he's a Deadpool guy, he's a Captain Jack Sparrow guy, he's a Grinch guy, because he's doing he wants to just do impressions of other people as well.
Well, because the Pirates of the Caribbean, he did Keith Richards,
right?
His Willy Wonka is Michael Jackson.
Yep.
Yeah. So there's a bunch of other examples, but
it's true.
Yeah, so
Donald Depp. Well, anyway, Tom, I was going to ask you one more thing, and now I've forgotten what it is. It probably involves me picturing you sitting around in your underwear. If I had to imagine,
I never do that. I do have a robe that I wear.
Ugh, God.
A robe with some
nothing under it, and you're constantly just letting it open up. You answered the DoorDash that way.
No, I have. I used to date this girl. You remember like old movies, like Cary Grant movies I'm
not fucking 60-something years old.
The pajamas were like a suit almost. They would have like a full matching pair of pants and then like a top that was like a jacket. So she got me one of those. So I wear that with the robe. It's very
you got a girlfriend?
Erotic. Huh?
Yeah.
You got a girlfriend, Tom?
Right now?
Yeah.
No.
Ladies.
No. Yeah, I'm auditioning. I'm auditioning new just going on dates now, which sucks at this age. It's Jesus.
You
just want to get down to fucking, right?
No, it's just young girls for whatever reason are hopeful. They're excited to be on a date. They have ambition, things and that. The older they get, the more, and this is true of men as well. I'm not being sexist here. They're just bitter. And they know everything, and they're more than happy to tell you about your thing. And it's just not fun. It's if they're interested, the younger ones, they're interested. The ones that are older, just like I'm just looking for somebody to die next to.
Well, I feel like it's old men who don't really show any interest, because I asked you what your favorite holiday was, Tom. You never asked me what mine is.
I already know what your favorite holiday is.
Oh, do you? What is it?
Well, I'm not going to say it in front of everybody else.
Well, I'll say it. Wait, what do you think it is for real?
I think your favorite holiday is Arbor Day.
No. My favorite holiday is Jan 6. Never forget. These colors don't run and they can't hide.
That's not a holiday. That's like a historical day, but it's like it's like
celebrate it. It's a holiday.
It's it's like Pearl Harbor Day or Hitler's birthday.
Pearl Harbor Day.
Yo,
Man,
420 blaze it.
You're just naming awesome holidays, dude.
I threw you a softball with Hitler's birthday and nothing.
I don't like the joke. God, you and Hitler.
VE Day.
Tom, can we please get through one episode without you fucking bringing up the Blitzkrieg and the war machine of Germany?
September 3rd, which is the first day that the Panzers were released.
God! I understand you have this affinity for the fatherland, but holy Christmas, man! We're doing a Grinch episode, and by the way, there are Hitler guys. We got to do there's a Hitler guy. We got to do an episode. Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Dirk?
Yes, I'm thinking. Please, I would love. Oh man, he's awesome.
Tom, I got a guy you would love.
Well, Anthony Cumia is famously into that.
No, this guy's better.
No, this is different. You know how guys dress up like the Joker? You know how guys dress up like Willy Wonka and the Grinch? I got a guy that dresses up like Hitler. And if you thought P. Diddy as the Joker was something, wait till you see this. This guy's got it all.
Yeah. You also have a guy that dresses me up as Hitler.
I can't help what happens to you in your private time, Tom. That's
it's you. You've got a guy that put me in a full SS outfit and had me flying over the earth.
You're a big guy, Tom. You can defend yourself. You can't allow people to.
You probably look good in that suit.
You probably shouldn't be allowing dudes to put you in little outfits against your will or whatever.
Yeah, but no, this isn't a video that he posted to the internet.
Listen, that's the kind of thing you take to your grave, your children, the fireplace. Tom, you don't tell people about it. Come on.
Yeah.
I know you like Hugo Boss.
Imagine you're just, you're on the internet and you don't even search for it. It just pops up in your YouTube feed. And the thumbnail is you in a full SS outfit. And then curiosity just I got to click on it now. And then you're in the outfit, but then you start flying across the world in that outfit.
Well, doesn't your tooth also fly across time?
Yes,
space?
the tooth also flies across and the Eiffel Tower everywhere. It's amazing.
Well, look, I really wish we could just do one episode where you don't talk about Hitler and your love for. I know you're driving a Volkswagen and.
No, I drive a. You know what I drive?
Yeah, a Volkswagen.
No, I don't drive
a Volkswagen bus, and you've converted.
I drive the mini bus. I drive the Jaguar, which of course
another German car.
No, it's a British car. It was manufactured by Ford.
Only when you pronounce it Jaguar is it British.
It's known as the Katze, I think, in German.
Because I did a test stream last night. Maybe I should put that on the Pizza Fund. I was just going to forget about it, but
I know I was on your stream.
No, I'm telling the audience, Tom.
Oh, sorry.
Jesus, shitting Christ. All right, look, we did a test stream last night. I'll put it on the Pizza Fund in case you missed it. Because the first half of it is literally me just testing everything for the moon base. But then it gets kind of good. Lenny's there, Scott shows up, Dirk is there, we got Tom showing up. It's a perfectly nice, normal conversation. And then Tom fucking comes in. And all of a sudden, we're talking Holocaust museums and Hitler.
The shoes.
The big
piles of shoes.
The big pile of shoes. The big pile of dusty Jewish shoes. And Tom can't get over this. Tom, let me fucking break it to you, buddy. Germany lost twice, pretty decisively. The entire world went to war against them 2 times. They're not winning, okay? So give up the dream, man. Your favorite holiday is 420. Come on.
A lot of people's favorite holiday is 420.
I take these things seriously because that's also Columbine Day. And sorry, not me, friendo. I don't think so. I have too much respect for our nation's tragedies like 420, 9/11, and Jan 6, the worst one of all.
I do have to thank you.
You're welcome.
And your cult.
You're welcome.
Recently, there have been people from a certain Dabbleverse that have sworn that they're gonna get me. And I've never experienced anything like what they can do. And oh boy, you better look out. And I actually had to laugh. It was instinctive. It's not something I even processed. I started laughing. I was like, oh, you kids, that's so cute. You guys think you can compete with the Podawful cult? That's funny to me.
Who are they? Who are these people? I'll kill them.
Just insignificant Dabbleverse.
I won't kill them, but I will make them ride a shotgun until they enjoy the barrel. If you know what I'm talking about. Make them learn to like it.
Double barrel or just a single barrel?
Yeah, double, because that's what Elmer Fudd would use, you know. Although that might come back to get me, because then they could pull the two barrels apart and then reroute them to my head, and then my head becomes a big black blob.
Because the shotgun shell works that way. Yeah.
Well, we do still have to destroy the Dabbleverse, you and I, Tom.
I'm with you.
We are destined to destroy the Dabbleverse.
I got some places we can start.
What?
That think they think they're like impervious to any sort of chicanery.
Well, where do we want to start? Point me in the right direction.
We can cover that later.
Private. No, right now.
We'll get and let's get Bob Levy involved. We're gonna get him in on it. And who else can we get? Is there some other guy who's peripherally related to Howard Stern that we can get on our side and take down?
No, there's a bunch of the Howard Stern guys that are really deeply entrenched in the Dabbleverse. We could get Joey Catalano. He's kind of crazy.
The Joey Catalano? You know him?
Dude. You're joking, but yes, I do know Joey C very well.
You get a thing with Beetlejuice?
Bob Levy is very tight with Beetlejuice.
Hey, speaking of Beetlejuice, but not the midget black guy with an encephalopathy or whatever. The movie Beetlejuice. How are there not Beetlejuice guys?
Yeah, right.
Especially after Beetlejuice 2 came out and it was like pretty well received. That's kind of crazy that we've somehow avoided Beetlejuice guys. Huh.
I guess.
We got to look into this. There might be Beetlejuice guys out there.
There's a show called Uncle Jack's Jack Shack.
Okay.
The guy has a half a tongue. He drives a wrecker for a living, and he wrecked his wrecker.
Are you okay? Hang on, Tom. You're starting to sound like Joe Biden right now. I can't.
No, it's the truth, and it's real stuff. And you asked me, so I'm telling you.
I didn't ask anything involving.
You said who's one of the shows that's thinking that they're, and so they come in my chat room sometimes and say things like, "Face me like a man in my chat room." I'm like, that's not facing you like a man. It's not facing you at all. Actually, it's on the.
Actually,
that's one of the shows that is Tom. I came in Tom's chat room and he went after me. Went after you. You said something in my chat room. I responded for it. Yeah, it's just weird. It's the Dabbleverse.
What were they upset? Are they upset with you talking about spiders? Is it because of Aaron Imholt's tarantula?
No. It's the Dabbleverse has the most easily butthurt people in the world.
That's
like
true.
they get to do anything they want to. If you do anything at all in response,
oh yeah,
they scream and cry.
I know it. Well, we don't got time for Dabbleverse on this episode. No. This episode's over. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We'll be live again during Tom Gulley's time slot. When are you going live?
I'm thinking of moving it now. I'm not even joking. When
do you go live, Tom?
I go live at the same time you do, 8 Eastern.
Okay. Here's what we'll do. We're gonna do something new here. Tomorrow, I will go live at 7 Eastern. Okay. And you will go live at 9 Eastern. And I will transition my show into yours. We'll send everybody over to your chat. Guys, go subscribe, by the way, to the Tom
let's do that on
Gulley show.
Wednesday.
Let's do it tomorrow because that's when we're doing
I've already got my thing up and stuff.
I don't care. That's when it's happening tomorrow.
I can't switch it tomorrow.
Go subscribe to the Tom Gulley show, but be here.
It takes him a lot of,
huh?
It takes him a lot of effort to get his thing up.
I know. You can't ask an old fella to put his thing down once he's got it up. I mean,
I've got a hard start.
Oh,
at,
God.
80.
It's up. Your thing is up. I got it. Listen, point is, tomorrow, 7 Eastern, Podawful will go live. And then at 9 Eastern, Tom Gulley will go live. And we'll all go watch Tom Gulley afterward. We'll do a big...
I'll be on then, but I'll have already... Because tomorrow's a very special night for me. It's Dark Shadows. It's a big part of my childhood.
You'll be doing it at 9 Eastern.
That's when the shadows come out, Tom.
Tom, just do it so that you'll have it. I'm sending an audience your way. Just
I know.
do it.
Wednesdays are a great day for that.
No.
Well, Tuesdays could be better. I don't know.
I got to do my show at 7. Because I was supposed to do it at 7 today. And people got mad that I moved it back. But I had to move it back, unfortunately.
Well, why do you have to? And then when I have to, it's not doable.
Because they don't call it the Podawful TV network for nothing. It's not called
I'm
the Tom...
old. I'm old. It takes a lot for me to change my
It's
schedule.
not called the Tom Gulley TV network.
I'm Tom Gulley, and you're watching Is This Live, the show on the Podawful TV network. Podawful.pizza. But you also have to remember that you're making me stay up an hour later, which I've got to take the Metamucil at a different time. It's awful.
I can't tell people how many times I've been up all night. Tom is in Discord all night long up until the morning, and then he's got to go. He's always got some errand he's got to do in the morning, and it's just a big countdown until he goes to the bank or whatever for fucking the entire from midnight to 10 a.m. Central. It's just Tom going, I gotta go to the bank. I gotta go to the bank. Oh, I don't want to go to the bank, but I gotta go to the bank. And then it's fucking Tom saying that, and then Greg is going, Tom is actually quite the quotidian, if I may borrow the phrase. And Tom has Greg muted, so he can't even hear Greg say that. And then Tom's like, this bank is going to kill me. And then everybody else is just asleep on microphone. That's the... Whoa, wait, hang on a second. Red alert. Before I was about to end it. Holy shit.
Did you see that chat? You saw it too.
Oh,
all right.
Yeah. In chat, we've got... This chat is moving at the speed of the kill stream chat right now. Maybe me popping my head in will help, says Radio She-Man. Hey, here's an idea. Here's something that would help, Radio She-Man. Do a show. I dare you. I dare you to do a show. It's never going to happen. Tom Gulley destroyed Comedy Shaman.
Oh, he fucking
destroyed him. Destroyed him. And fucking Comedy Shaman finally got the nerve to put out a video yesterday. And it's a video he recorded back in September. I saw it back in September. He's talking about old shit on there. It's this terrible Ethan Ralph impression. I dare you. Go. The reason nobody's chatting right now is because they have a great respect for Tom Gulley.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And he doesn't want none of this. He doesn't want none of this smoke.
I don't know what he's talking about, by the way. The chat's moving like it always does. He's been here for 2 seconds. He's like, oh, he didn't move for half a second. Got him. You're trying to
only smoke shaman.
Also, by the way,
yeah.
making fun of Ethan Ralph's chat while you're trying so desperately to get noticed and seen and on the kill stream. Very pathetic.
Yeah,
We'll wait.
do a show.
Here, I'm gonna hold my breath. And we'll see when Comedy Shaman finally goes live again. You ready?
Oh, well, no more Podawful, I guess.
The guy who writes unsolicited notes to everyone who does a show and gives his impressions of, well, here's what you ought to be doing, and I liked what you did here, blah, 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 can't do a fucking show himself. That's pathetic.
He started sending me messages recently.
He did?
Yeah.
I've spoken to him one time in my life. We all saw how well that went for him.
He's still in love with a trans person who he now says is a pedophile. He's in love with this woman. And also he's claiming to have a girlfriend. It's another catfish, by the way, but he's claiming to have a new girlfriend, but he's still in love with feds. You think we're not going to tell your girlfriend about feds and how much you're still in love with who you say is a pedophile? Like, it's over. Your new relationship is over. We will be doing that.
You're still going to be my baby girl.
Apologized to She-Man for the things that I am sorry for. And he is just too stupid. He's too stupid to get it. She-Man will never do a show again. I want him to. This is not my desire. I want him to do a show again. It'll never happen again. Your Ethan Ralph impression is terrible. Your overlays are terrible. Des did a terrible job on your shitty retard. He thinks overlays are going to save his show. Overlays are from 2016. Nobody uses overlays unless they're like a gamer on Twitch anymore. Are you retarded? Your fucking whatever fucking videos or overlays or graphics you have people making for you right now. He's paying people to make shit for him. And it's all garbage. It's all the only people he can even pay to do it are people who have no clue what they're doing. And he thinks that this is going to change everything. By the way, you should know, I came up with a great new marketing thing for you. You were the Comedy Shaman, now you're the Radio Shaman. Why not call yourself the Comedy Junkie or the Radio Junkie? Isn't that like a way better name?
It is, yeah.
Because, you know, you're like such a junkie for radio and also meth.
Well, he could be the Kratom She-Man.
Anyway. All right. See you, Christian Slater. Thanks, man. So Christian Slater's here. I can fix her, he says in chat room. Almost a joke. Almost funny. Okay, well, it's very, like, who is going to want to tune in to Radio She-Man? Isn't it a little bit telling that a guy doing a comedy show had to remove the word comedy from his name? By the way, spoiler alert, give it like 4 more months, you're going to have to remove radio from your name too. You'll also never be on that. And even if you were, no one would hear it. It's not fucking 1952. No one gives a shit about radio. Sorry, Tom, but no one ever gave a shit about radio.
I'm out of the radio business.
That's true. Tom
saw the writing on the wall.
Yeah, because you have to see it on the wall. If they put it over the airwaves, you'd never fucking hear it. So,
well,
the radio shit. What did you say to? What was the line you said to She-Man, Tom? Where? About him being on the radio or whatever?
Oh, he was trying to tell me what to do with my show. And I'm like, yes, well, so you've never done radio. You can't get a job radio, broadcasting, and you never will. Yes, I'd love to hear your opinion.
Yeah, I say go with Radio Junkie or Comedy Junkie. That's way better. It's amazing to me that Tom Gulley had to deal with She-Man in the exact same way I did, where it's like, This is a dude who has no ability, no history, no wisdom, and no talent. He's never done anything. When the first time he contacted me, he had never even streamed before. A thing that like children do, that like a black guy at a Wendy's does, where he's just like, yeah, check it out, I'm at Wendy's. That shit's more entertaining than the streams he finally ended up doing, but he hadn't even done one yet. And this dude said he knew it all. He knew exactly how to do a show and make it the best show ever. And now he's stopped doing a show. He hasn't done a show in like 5-6 months. How long has it been?
I think it's been 6 months.
It's been like for half a year he hasn't done a show because it turns out his girlfriend had a penis. Like, that should be your show. Like, how is that not? I gave you fucking 6 months of content and you turned it into 6 months of crying. It's pathetic. And then he sends me. He keeps sending me She-Man, and I'm going to fucking do this now because you've given me the opportunity. That, you know, you don't do any shows, I can't talk about you. You're here in chat, I can talk. She-Man does this gayest thing on earth, right? So he's a gay guy. He's a gay guy, and that's what this past 6 months has really been. It's been an eternal meltdown over finding out that he's LGBTQ at 30 years old. He doesn't know how to handle it. So every other day he tries to forgive me, then he wants to kill me, then he decides to get me off his mind, and then the cycle repeats. And the day that the cycle repeats and he starts thinking about me again, he's got to message me, but it keeps me blocked any other time. So he sends me these paragraphs, these messages of text. I don't even see them in time to respond to them. And then he blocks me again before I can. He sends me walls of text that I cannot respond to. And it's shit that like only he remembers. I don't even know what he's fucking talking about half the time. It's so insane. He's been doing it since November now. I've got messages all the way back to November. He claims I tried to ruin, it was life ruination that he believed that a girl had a penis. That ruined his life. It's like, you're not cut out for this, man. You can't go online anymore. But again, that's something that your son should be putting in the fireplace at the end of your days. But unfortunately, it's out there. Everybody knows. Get over it. You got tricked. Laugh it off. There is no goon in the history of Podawful who has taken it worse than Comedy Shaman. Wow. One of the simplest pranks of all time. Of all time. It's nothing. It shouldn't have affected you at all. And you're in a constant downward spiral over it. I keep getting all these messages from him. Finally, one day he's messaging. Oh, here's the thing. I blocked him. I finally said, okay, I don't want to get these messages from him anymore where I don't get the reply. So I just blocked him. I unblock him for 1 minute, basically. I went on there and I unblocked him just to see what would happen. 2 minutes later, he sent me a message. He had been sitting there hovering over my name for days, waiting to send me shit. So I finally got the reply to him in some of this stuff. And then what I kept doing, and now he's taking this as a win. He just forgot that he's been blocking me for 4 months doing this to me. And so I blocked him. I sent him a message and then blocked him so he couldn't respond. Just doing the same thing back, being an asshole, because I know it's pissing him off. Well, he got so pissed off, he goes to people and said, look, I made him block me. I must have really gotten under his skin. It's like, idiot, you could have said anything, I was going to block you. It didn't matter what you said. I'm doing what you did. He's so stupid. He has such a chance. Look at Tom Gulley. Tom Gulley, a guy who we, Tom, you had a meltdown a little bit over Podawful. We were at each other's throats for quite some time. Everything's fine now. You got over it. Nobody cares. Like, there's no life ruination. It's all just silly nonsense. And somehow Tom can figure it out. And Tom is an old man. Like the internet is still new to him. He can't. He calls it a woozad or a doodad.
No, I was on the internet I was like 94.
You weren't in the alt groups and the chats.
Yes, I was.
The IRC.
I was in a ton of alt groups and news groups and use groups all of that. Yeah, I've been interneting for quite a while.
He walked Bob Dylan on stage.
Well, he thinks probably my little interaction with him is a win for him. You know, I got him to humiliate me.
Yeah. Should I read a little bit of the messages? I'll just start from the end, like toward the end here, because it doesn't matter.
Please.
He said, okay, so I had blocked him. I unblock him for 2 minutes. Boom! It's message time. And again, it had been 24 hours of him being blocked, and somehow he's ready to go. He says, you need to really chew on what I said last night, which I don't even remember what he said. It's actually good advice, not even being vindictive. And to be honest, I think this is a dude who is addicted to meth, telling me that he's got good advice. And like, he's sober, supposedly. Although if you're smoking weed, you aren't sober. If you had one drink, you're not sober. You sure you're sober? You sure you've done nothing? You sure you can say that? I've been sober my whole life. And this dude's got good advice for me. He says, and to be honest, I think you're a better podcaster now to where you could go back to the old shock jock style you used to do and be more successful. What am I doing now different than before? I'll tell you what he thinks the difference is. The difference is before, I didn't convince him he had a girl dick girlfriend. That's it. That's the entire difference. Like, I hate that term shock jock. Hello? I hate that term shock jock. But if that's what you want to call this, then I'm still doing. It's not different now. The only difference now is you don't like it now. You liked it back before you knew you were getting pranked. It's a prank. Don't fall for the prank again. This is a prank that I would pull on anyone in the Discord, by the way. If someone is dumb enough to believe they're in a relationship with a henchman, and by the way, a henchman, and we can convince them that they're getting girl dicked, I'm going to do that. It's funny. I would do that to real life friends. Okay? That's funny. You think I'm not dying to make Tom fall in love with some girl dick? Come on. So
yeah. Well, and by the way, past the elevator question, and you guys evolved it into a million things. And again, I'm an old man.
True.
Yet he could not escape the simple, absolutely simple fundament of that particular prank.
True. Tom Gulley passed the elevator check. We asked him, we gave him the chance, we set him up to say that his perfect woman has a cock, and he never said it. Comedy Shaman said it 5 million times. If you asked him the question today, he would say his perfect woman has a cock. And by the way, she does, because her name is Feds. So he says to me, not this sadistic horse shit you do now. Like, sadistic? It's sadistic. I just did a whole episode about the Grinch. Oh my gosh, what a sadist I am.
Well, he's also the most biggest drama queen on earth, you know.
He says, that's all I have to say. Think about it. I said, Christ, get a life. He said, Christ, get a moral backbone. I said, the moral meth head over here. Jeez. He says, back to the cheap shots when I'm making real points. This is a thing, too. He thinks that he gets to just dismiss stuff. That's a real point. Me saying you are a meth head and thus I have no reason to listen to your advice is the realest point that's ever been reeled. Okay? I don't take advice from junkies. It's as simple as
morality.
that.
As far as morality is concerned, I'm not overly moralistic, but I do know a lot of moral people would say you being in love, Shaman, with a girl with a dick is not particularly moral.
Shaman's not moral at all, by the way, because he has done and said horrific things. Actual life-ruining things. He threatened my family. He threatened to kill my family. Okay?
Wow.
And I still forgave him. That's the sadist that I am. So I said the moral method over here, geez. He says, back to the cheap shots when I'm making real points, giving you kosher life advice. Oy vey! You've got a chance to turn this shit around. You never tried to help me when I need it. It's not my job! By the way, I did nothing but help Comedy Shaman. Comedy Shaman would be nothing without me. Period. He would have 2 guys watching him. And that's if he was still doing a stream by now. He probably would have been made to cry by someone way fucking meaner than me. Because he cried on his first 12 live streams. And he would have given up by now. I gave him the entire audience he had. And it is not my job to help anyone. That's not what I do. I'm not Mr. Help. I'm Mr. Shock Jock. So... he says,
Have you ever cried once on?
Yes.
I've been on the air for a long.
Yes.
Oh, I've never cried on the air.
Yes, you have. We made you cry, Tom.
No, I would never cry. On the
Oh
air.
yeah. I'm not making fun of him for crying on the air. I'm saying that the people who were watching him before Podawful were making him cry. Podawful didn't make him cry on air. It's not what we want. It's like there's no part of me that wants him to, number one, be a meth head, and number two, be so hurt he's crying. I literally thought he would laugh at the catfish. I know that might be insane, but I legitimately thought it. Anyway, he says, you never tried to help me when I needed it. I'm giving you the grace you never gave me. I gave him tons of advice too behind the scenes. He says, you need help, dude. I said, not taking advice from a dude who catfished himself twice in a row, does drugs, and can't get his show together. He says, back to the cheap shots. Not cheap. Incredibly expensive shots, those are. They are some of the highest price shots. We couldn't do these shots without the Pizza Fund. Thank you, Pizza Funders, for paying for the types of shots I'm having to take here. Because these are all real points. You do drugs. You catfished yourself twice. I told you were being catfished, and you still did it because Jesse's always lying and wrong, right? Right?
I even called you, me, the guy that met you in real life. I called you the day out.
Dirk is one of the people who catfished you, and he called you and warned you, gave you 9 hours notice that you're about to catfish yourself, and you still did it. At a certain point, it's on you. Okay? There are bad actors in the world. They're scam artists. You know, if you go and you play the shell game and you lose once, that's on the scam artist because they made it convincing. You thought you could win. You lose a second time, it's starting to get a little murky. You sit there and you watch them win over and over again and never lose. And also you start to notice that the other people are playing are all working with the shell game guy. And they all happen to be gypsies at the same time. Everyone watching. You're the only person watching the shell game that isn't a gypsy. Now it's on you. Now you are. It's not the Romani peoples who are in trouble anymore, okay? The itinerant people of Europe are no longer the people who are to blame. It's on you. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, you fool me once, you can't get fooled again. George Bush. So.
He caught the baby. The gypsy just threw it.
Right, exactly. So I said... No, he says, back to the cheap shots has nothing to do with the point I'm making. Don't care. I don't care. You could make 1,000 great points, and none of them will matter coming out of your Ditalini teeth. Okay?
Tortellini teeth.
It is not your place to give advice. Certainly not morally. even more so not about how to do a show. To me,
Oh my God.
it's insane. I mean,
Look at his response real quick.
I can't. Let me finish this and then you read me the response, Dirk. Keep it.
Oh God.
Keep it in front of you. So,
All right.
So he says, you're putting your family into a disgusting situation with no regard for their well-being. What are you implying there? Because that sounds a lot like what you're saying is if I keep making fun of you, you're going to kill my family, and that's my fault. See, I'm not the gypsy in this scenario, okay? That's not what, I don't know what maybe I'm misreading that sentence. I don't know. I literally cannot figure another way to take that sentence. And the fact that I've allowed you to imply threaten my family and overtly threaten my family time and time again, the fact that I don't just come and beat the fucking bloody snot out of your head is a kindness that you don't deserve. Because I could do that. You're nothing. All right. I need you to understand. I've seen you in real life. You don't know that. But I have seen Clay Combs, IRL. He's 5'6". He's the same height as Lisa. She's 4'11". So he's 4'11".
Yeah.
I guess. So 4'10". She's a midget.
No,
she's a
4'11",
midget.
yeah.
They're basically the same height. This dude couldn't do shit. No one's afraid of him. No one would ever be afraid of him. This dude has threatened my family multiple times. A normal man goes and beats up a guy who says your family is being put into peril. That's a normal. I'm not a normal guy. You're very lucky that I'm not a normal guy and that I think it's actually funnier to be your friend. And so I'm willing to still do that. That's literally it. That is how I operate. What is the funniest fucking thing? I'm going to go with that. But a normal guy would be like, did this bitch just threaten my family again? Even if I'm wrong, even if I'm misreading it. If a normal guy misread that, you wouldn't have Ditalini teeth anymore. You'd be cooking them in a big pot of pasta water, okay? So he says I'm putting
gotta let Dirk read.
I'm going to let him read it. I'm going to finish the fucking thing first.
All right.
I don't care. If he's responding in real time, I want to know after I finish this.
Okay, fair enough.
So he says I'm putting my and again, is there another way to read that? Am I crazy? You're putting your family into a disgusting situation with no regard for their well-being. We were not talking about my family before that. So how am I supposed to take that? I said any point you make is a bad one because you have no wisdom, experience, moral high ground, or talent. Now, I've never said those words directly, but that has been the thrust of what I've been trying to teach Shaman in a friendly way as a big brother type character since the very beginning of all of this. After he sent me insane messages and saying he knows how to do a show and he had never done one before, these were my thoughts. You don't know anything. You don't have any experience. You can't you could be preternaturally talented at this. You're not. But let's say you could have been, right? That you still aren't in a place to have thoughts and ideas where you think like you know better. You don't. And it's been proven over and over again, you don't know better. How many times did I take over his show entirely? In fact, there's no good episodes of a show that I don't take over entirely. It doesn't exist. There's no such thing. I had him as a co-host on my show to teach him this lesson. He learned nothing. He's just like Mersh. He's just like Santa Cruz Joker. He's just like Mr. Burgers. They're goons because they cannot learn the lesson.
Well, that 2-bit moronic, worth nothing, insignificant, irrelevant piece of shit has an open invitation to be on my show anytime he wants.
He's got an open invitation to be on this. He could come in here right now. You want to be on the show? Come in. You want to do it? You want to do the big confrontation? Let's fucking do it.
Let's rock.
Let's effing go. Yeah. Let's goo. So
he doesn't have the balls.
Of course he doesn't have the balls. He doesn't have the balls to do his own show by himself. So He says to me, I'm sober, saving money, working hard, and in a happy relationship. If you were half as talented as me, you wouldn't have failed as a stand-up, a thing I've never been. Just like Red Bar, a thing he cannot stop thinking about. You don't have the luxury of putting your own self-image first like he did. God, stop having thoughts
Where
about other
does he
men.
get the idea that he has talent of any kind? What possible forensic evidence of any kind of empirical? He doesn't. You don't.
He can throw a baseball, Tom. Can you throw a baseball?
Hang on. He has delusions of grandeur. That's normal for lol cows. The point is he has thoughts about other men where he has decided he's decided fan fictions in his head about people are just true because he's sitting there talking to himself all day about all these men on the internet. He talks to himself in the mirror about it. He probably is doing Willy Wonka voice to himself in the mirror, doing it. He says, you have a family. Take another cheap shot and deflect. I know you won't answer the points I'm making. I said, so he said, I'm sober, saving money, working hard, and in a happy relationship. I replied, okay, I've been sober my whole life. Been making money for a decade, working harder at my craft, and am a married man with kids. You have no advice you can give me. This is the lesson you never learned after your first ego-driven, insane messages. I thought spanking you a little would wake you up. It didn't. You'll never learn. You are an eternal goon. The Goon Alarm. 6 million!
Beautiful.
Dude.
All right, what did he say, Dirk?
All right. He said typical groomer talking points.
You're an adult man. You cannot be groomed, you stupid retard. Okay, are we done? There. So, this is a real thing. This is real. Comedy Shaman, an adult man who is referring to something that happened when he was an adult, a 30-year-old adult, believes he's been groomed. The end. Show over. All right? Is he coming in? Is he going to show up? No, of course not. I'll give you 30 seconds, She-Man. We'll give you 30 seconds. Give yourself the courage, go talk to yourself in the mirror. Jump in, podawful.com/cult. You know how to get to the Discord. Join the call-in channel, and we can do this right now, or I can end the fucking show. Okay? Because I was supposed to end it fucking 30 minutes ago.
And then I said, let me tell you about camel spiders.
Yeah.
That's how we got here.
Yep. This should have been tomorrow's episode.
I heard the call.
All
that, come on, Shaman. Come on, She-Man. Get all that scary talent and bring it in here and show us all what it's all about.
Shaman.
He's afraid of going after both of you, Tom and Jesse.
Okay, I tell you what, I'll tie my Tom behind my back if that's what.
I'll leave if he shows up.
Yeah, I'll shut up. Everybody else can shut up. That's a totally fair point, actually.
That's fair.
I will make everybody else leave. And it can just be you and me. I don't need any backup. Trust me. This idea, he thinks he's going to come back and he's going to get it. He's going to go at me and win. And it's like, this already happened. For a year, we fucked with you straight to your face. You did nothing. You did nothing but fall for it. Like shit that no person would fall for. Rufio wouldn't fall for some of the things we pulled off on you.
We showed you the things that Rufio fell for, and then you still fell for them.
And he liked those things. We made Rufio believe he was talking to a necromancer who brought his 2 girlfriends back to life, and he still wouldn't have fallen for feds. Trust me. Well, certainly not Lisa, but that's for other reasons.
Well,
the second there was any amount of impropriety on whether or not a penis may be involved, Rufio would be out. Trust me. There's no wiggle room on that one. All right, he ain't coming. This is
all of us, all of us will leave, and then Jesse's wife will come in and hit him super hard in the head with the, and he's still.
He's already run away from the chat. Even he's not even in chat anymore. So, all right, well,
it's fun to see when Comedy Shaman leaves the participants list, who joins the participant list. Comedy Shaman, that's fun to watch.
Who joined? Anybody interested?
I don't want to say it.
Okay.
Laughter Sherpa.
We'll talk later.
Laughter Sherpa.
Laughter Sherpa.
That's also a better name than Comedy Shaman. Yeah, Comedy Shaman, you're kind of fucking transparent. But anyway, thank you for giving me 30 minutes of, well, it was less than 30 minutes, but of content here to wrap up on. That was fun. I've enjoyed it. I haven't been able to talk She-Man in a while on the show, and I'll never be able to do it again because, again, he'll never do a stream again. So I'm going to make this promise to you guys. She-Man, we're doing this for fun because this is the first stream back in a bit. She-Man doesn't get to come in and take, like, don't, next time, he's going to attempt this again. And he needs this. He needed this moment to try to build up his courage to do a show again. He gets no help in the future. So next time he shows up, we just ignore and we keep moving on. We got other shows to do. These are supposed to be some shorter episodes too, but I'm having fun. I hope you guys had fun. This is a fun episode. Tom, thanks for joining us here right at the end as well.
Anytime, you're welcome. Thank you.
Okay, how about during your show every night of the week?
At the very end when the phone lines are open, sure.
No, I'm more at the beginning. I'm sort of your lead-in. It's Podawful, then the Tom Gulley show. It's
then we do the crosstalk.
I'm the Tonight Show. You're late night.
Caller Tom.
I could be the David Letterman late night, or I'd probably more the Tom Snyder tomorrow show.
Yeah, it really is more like that, to be honest. Yeah. Wait, then who is my Tonight Show? Comedy She-Man when he finally comes back. All right, everybody, that's it. Thank you. And until next time, have an awful day. See ya.